time for the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection on the Tampa Bay Sports Connection Radio Network. Live from the Ferg Sports Bar and Grill Studios, across from Tropicana Field in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. Providing a positive perspective from the Pee-wees to the preps and the pros across Tampa Bay and the USA. Get your head in the game with the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection and your host, Mike Rickard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay, and welcome to the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection, a Shipyard Sports Connection production in our new alliance that continues to expand. On this July 4th, America's 250th anniversary, we got Rays and Astros weekend. We'll get a live report from Joe Geiger, who was at the game last night. Got a great show. Absolutely excited about. I've never actually done a show on the 4th of July.
No,
we've always partied.
We're always at the beach, Mike.
Yeah, my place at the beach. So I'm looking forward to this. We'll have some fun. We got some great guests that are going to join us. We're going to talk about everything from World Cup to history of sports in America. We're going to talk to Fred Forsley in our second hour, which is going to be our Shipyard Sports Connection tribute to America and our 250th. Bobby Labio joining us from up north as well. Nathan's hot dog eating contest, always one of our favorites.
Oh yeah,
And
Joey Jaws.
Yeah, well, we got juice there. The producer, son, Luke Cusero, worked for me, and his dad, Lou, is the producer for ESPN. So he shot some footage of them setting up yesterday. So we'll put those up on there, and then at noon it goes on the air, so maybe watch a little bit of that. But he was in Tampa this past week before he went up to Coney Island. So we'll talk about that. Let's see who else we got on. Alex Rebo will be sitting next to Christian Sanchez. Christian Sanchez, I tell you what, let's give him a round of applause, guys. I mean, my God. He said 3,000 people last night and a 1-0 win for your home country, Colombia.
That's right.
I was looking for something in my wardrobe to wear that had your color scheme, buddy, and I was cheering for you.
Well, I got to get you a jersey. I'll get you a jersey for Tuesday. We
Yeah,
need everyone in
that'd be
gear.
fabulous.
Yes.
That'd
It
be
was
fabulous.
It was a yellow sea yesterday.
And-
If we were on the second floor of Ferg's.
I thought it was a banana ball game. Let me know the video I saw.
Yeah, with the crowd.
Well, when you see that many people in yellow celebrating that hard, it's usually been Savannah Bananas. But no, that was Columbia, and then the post-party game party upstairs, too,
Oh,
huh,
yeah.
Christian?
We gave people a good time till almost 3 in the morning.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
at Ferg's.
Well, thank you very much for showing up. Of course, he is from Colombia, and he, of course, owns Maxi Empanadas right here on the corner. You must have just killed it yesterday, Maxi. Did you run out of product?
Honestly, it's my biggest day since I opened the business.
Nice.
I mean,
Congratulations.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Big-
telling you-
Last week was the biggest one with the previous game, and we broke our record again this
Hell
week.
yeah.
Hopefully, everyone keeps it going because my parents are very happy. So.
Sure they are. Well, I can tell you right now, New York Yankees and USA Soccer might blow that one out of the water this coming. Is it
I'm
Monday?
a little nervous about that crowd. It's gonna be insane, man. Usually the
There's
Yankees
going to be an
alone,
overlapping.
yes,
Yeah.
brings bring all- people from everywhere, and then with the U.S. playing on Monday as well. I mean, a lot of people from the stadium are naturally gonna stay. So, Ferg's might be, crazy to say, but it might not be enough space for
Well,
the
you
crowd
know
we're
what?
expecting.
It's quickly becoming the biggest venue in St. Pete. Wouldn't you agree, Ray?
Yeah, and also spilling out onto the roadway, other businesses in the area, parking across the street in Lot 6 at Tropicana Field. Kind of the plan we've had in place for 30 years with baseball being here in St. Pete. And I'm glad to see it all coming to fruition now
Yeah,
because
and
we
glad
can
that
handle
that
it.
ownership group can see this and go, man,
Wow.
people do go and party.
So there was a way
Isn't that
for it
weird?
to work here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
kinda
yeah,
odd.
just spilling into the streets. And then, like you said, we're going to have the Rays Yankees crew here, hopefully mostly Rays fans, so Skanky fans can stick away for a minute, I kid. And then we're going to be
Hey,
celebrating that night.
They got money in their pocket,
Well,
right?
no, hey,
Their money
anyone.
spent.
But then we roll right into Tuesday, and of course, Columbia plays on Tuesday. So, I mean, it's just been the summer of, and we're going to talk to Joe Geiger in a minute. He's in Houston, and he says it's the same thing out there, Mike.
We are brought to you by Shipyard, of course, Export, Ice Pick Vodka, and as well as Alt THC, all products that Fred Forsley's at the helm of his little empire. He's going to join us in the second hour, as I mentioned, and give us a little inspiration for our 250th. I'm excited about tonight. I'll be down on the beach. Anybody that wants to come down to Treasure Island, you're more than welcome.
Oh,
thank you.
I've got
Open invite, Mike?
Katiki?
I've got it. Well, we can go down to Katiki.
All right.
I've got a spot, and I guess I'm the DD these days since I don't
Oh.
drink.
Mike,
It's
say
not fun.
less.
It's not fun watching drunks, but anyway.
I'll give you a call.
Hey, and by the way, Monster, our new sponsor, I kind of like. I kind of like those cans.
It's a great
Oh,
flavor.
yeah.
I've had 2 this morning
Oh,
already. Working
these
on
are
my
the
third.
white monsters? Ooh.
Yeah. These are good. Oh, the white monsters.
You can drink the prop
That-
after the show's over.
That's rocket fuel, Mike.
Yes,
this
it
this gets
is.
you going.
Yes, it is. That's one of the things I worry about.
I
With
might need
Raymond.
a couple of those after yesterday.
Your brother, I don't know how you're
God.
doing it. Every day I come here, you are. I'm going to step in here one day, and you're going to be Mark Ferguson.
Hey.
You keep every time I come in here, you're doing more things. But that's been so. And we were going into this soccer. We were like, how's the U.S. going to embrace it? They put Mexico and Canada and U.S. into divisions or groups that they had a bit of a chance.
Right.
But we've seen it, and then Argentina almost losing to Cape Verde yesterday. What
Th-
was
I
that?
yeah, I know. I didn't even know what to think about. I mean, it was in a back-to-back 3-2 game that was basically decided in the last minute. I mean,
Right.
it was 2-1 before the 90th minute, and Cape Verde came out with a amazing goal right at the end to make it 2-2. I mean, I think even Messi couldn't believe what was happening.
It was crazy, and
A lot of people were just cheering for Cape Verde. Again, Cinderella story. They have to come out with some type of documentary about these guys.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
what they've been able to put, they almost knocked out the last world champion
Can you
and
believe
the
it?
best world player, the best player in history. I mean, that's a story in itself.
and the
And
Tampa Bay ties. They trained
Yes,
right here in Tampa.
They
and
are
staying
at
here,
the
and I love
Rowdies
this. Yes.
facilities. That's where
Yes.
they're training.
Ryan
I wish
Helfrich
we
talked
should
about that with us. Yes.
we could have had those guys here, man.
Maybe
what an
we
honor.
could catch them on the way back because they probably got to stop and get their things on the way home, and maybe
That's
they'll stay.
true.
Maybe we'll find them here next
I
week.
tell
at
you what, they
Ferg's.
have some beautiful women.
Wozinha.
Yes.
Imagine
Yeah.
He's
having
the
him here.
best. Oh, I'd go crazy.
Christian, did you happen to look at the crowd? They have some beautiful women.
Oh, I mean, yes.
My
that,
God.
That's Colombia is known for that too. So
Oh yeah, well,
a lot of
no
beautiful
doubt about
smiles.
it. I'll be down here next week
Smiles?
smiling.
Yeah.
You know, here's the passion that's taking place across America. Yesterday, I came here for a meeting with Mark, and this room was reserved, and I was in here for a while, and people started pouring in. It was an Egyptian family, but it was the extended family. There were 50 Egyptians in here, great people. I had all the TV set up. I shot a little bit of video, and they are all in the same family tree that had migrated to
amazing.
Tampa.
What does walk like an Egyptian look like? I mean, was it specifically different
Well,
from
there
anything
were
we do?
several of them that could walk the walk. I tell you right now.
I bet they could. And then last week, the Belgium family.
They look like Cleopatra. I'm telling you right now.
Well, then, hey, that's how you walk like an Egyptian. We had Belgium last week. The whole family of 15 people, an extended family. Of course, they better not be here on Tuesday or Monday because now it's war. But no, I kid, because that's what we've had down here at Fergs. We've had people from both sides of the teams, and for the most part, except for when Mexico's playing here, it's been a little bit, a little off. Everything's on
Yes.
kilter.
Hey, let's talk to
That's
Joe
so
Geiger.
true.
He'll give a little insight into what's going on in Houston. Of course, he and his dad and his uncle, they have been making this round the nation tour to hit all the ballparks for several years now. And we got Joe. There he is.
Hey, there.
So Joseph, how many ballparks have you you and your brother and your father your uncle been to?
We've been to 29.
Wow, that's impressive. Very few young guys your age could say that. How many parks you been
29.
to?
Rays, Marlins, Indians. That's
You
about it.
better get on the ball. You're single. You're a baseball junkie. He needs to tag along with the Geiger gang.
Yeah, Geiger, where's my plane ticket, huh?
Joe, was I right? Is Colorado the one you haven't been to yet? Is that the 30th and final?
Yep, all the way out there in Colorado. It's
You're gonna
eluding
love.
us.
You're gonna love. That's one of my favorite parks. I've been to it many times. I lived out there when they first opened it, and then my son has season tickets. That's a great park to finish your tour. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it looks
except
nice.
for the week. This week, the smoke's so thick you might not even be able to see the diamond.
They got cheap beers there.
Oh yeah, they do. 'cause
Yeah, it's like
Coors-
$5.
Coors is invested.
They have to the way that team's been playing.
And well,
You got to wash away the
you
sorrows.
want to talk about bad ownership?
Oof.
The Monfort gang, they're horrible.
Well, it's a $5 beer. How bad can the ownership be?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
I'm paying $18 a beer here, Mike. This is, I don't know. I might swap.
Let's get to the baseball. So let's talk about the Rays last night and the setting down there, and then we'll have you migrate to the vibe with soccer in Houston. I think it's the third largest city in America. I'm almost certain of that.
Well, I don't know if the numbers on the population are right at all, but
I wasn't asking you.
The Rays have won 9 straight games, and they got a win last night right here in Houston, 3-1, low scoring. Pitchers duel to start. Martinez, another fantastic start. He should be an all-star later tonight when they announce those, so keep an eye out for his name. But he went 6 strong, gave up the 1 home run to Yordan Alvarez, about the only guy that could probably really hurt us right now on the Astros lineup. And then as for the hitting, it was Junior Caminero who hit his 10th home run in 10 games. And
Unbelievable.
Then Nick Fortes in the bottom of the lineup hit a homer and drove home another run, a big insurance run later in the game. The Rays' bottom of the order recently has really helped this sort of resurgence, because a few weeks ago I think we were all questioning, here comes the Rays collapse,
the June swoon.
The June
swoon,
as you say. And they lost the first 2 to the Royals. They were swept before that, and then all of a sudden, bam! They finally unload on offensively the game with Junior hitting 3 homers, and then they haven't lost since. They've won 9 in a row and have looked like the team that we saw in May. And right now, and the Yankees have been playing just as horrible as we've been playing just as good. There's a streak where we won 7 in a row and they lost 7 in a row. So I think the lead now is at like 3 or 4 games.
We're 4 games up now.
So it's very nice to see.
Is that the biggest lead we've had in our history this early in the season?
Oh, I bet. I was going to say not because 2008 we were out to a pretty good lead, and back in
2008 we were up.
July of 23. I'd have to check the
2023. I mean, we started 13-0, so we ought to have been
at the start of the season.
And it might. I mean, but 85 games into the season, 53 and 20, 53 and 22.
Four games.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be the most impressive we've ever been in the month of July, especially early on.
So when the All-Star names come out, who do you anticipate participating for the Rays?
Yeah, so Junior Caminero should be the starting third baseman for the American League. He was in the final voting for the fan voting, and I'm pretty sure he was in the lead last I looked, but they'll announce that tonight. Drew Rasmussen and Nick Martinez should both be there pitching-wise, and the final hitter should definitely be Yandy Diaz. If Yandy Diaz does not make the All-Star game this year, there's something wrong with the All-Star Society, I guess. And honestly,
there is anyway.
Honestly, Jonathan Aranda could definitely be thrown in there, but I don't think he'll get in just because of the uniform he wears, unfortunately. And that's a lot of Rays players that I already mentioned. McClanahan could see his name get thrown in, but there's a lot of good arms in the American League, and I think that Rasmussen and Martinez, with their numbers right now, should get in with Diaz and Caminero.
Joe, let me ask you, because you've been to so many ballparks, and you're there in Houston right now, and again, at the same time we're having a World Cup happening there. We got to talk about a little bit of that. I'm sure you're seeing it. World Cup soccer is taking over there in Houston, just like it has here in Tampa Bay. But you've been to other ballparks. You're there in Houston yesterday. The Rays don't get the respect. People are around here like, nobody respects us because they're still talking about the Yankees. And then Jeff Passan comes on and says the Yankees are still the best team in baseball, bar none. Do we get the respect when we're on the road? You're there in Houston. I felt like Houston Astros, even though they've been having a little more success in the American League West, felt like their fans were sitting on their hands last night because they kind of knew they were going up against a formidable Rays team. Did that feel that way to you being there in the stadium?
Yeah, I feel like the Rays they're always, sort of that underdog team. I feel like not a lot of people have problems with the Rays or Rays fans. I mean, I guess some teams could just because, we have a low budget payroll and we're always consistently in the mix. We're always winning. I guess that could be annoying to teams, but to teams not in our division, I really don't think they have any issues with us. I mean, the Astros, I guess maybe we've had postseason experience with them. We beat them in the 2020 playoffs. They beat us in the 2019 postseason, but I don't think many people worry about us Rays fans, and everybody was nice to us yesterday, just celebrating the game, 4th of July and all that.
We have to be probably the most likable fan base.
Like
there's
Seriously.
there's no other team that I can think of where
people love Tampa St. Pete.
Yeah, I understand the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Orioles, whoever's in our division. I understand them not necessarily being a fan of us, but when they see us come to town,
don't
I
hate
doubt.
us.
Yeah, they're not like them.
Those
them
stinking Rays fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's the Yankees, it's the Red Sox, it's the Dodgers. It's those teams.
The money
I think we
teams.
have to be the most likable.
Joe, do you see a lot of Rays gear there in Houston there at the game last night? This
Hell
weekend?
no.
I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but there were a few
Representation?
there were a few Rays fans we
There
saw.
was the Geiger family.
That's
Yeah,
right
the
there.
whole
That's
the
enough
whole
for
Geiger
me.
clan was there. We were rolling 9 deep yesterday in our
Nice.
9 deep.
in our
That's
navy and light
represent-
blue. So
So
Yeah.
we hit double digits.
Yeah, at
there
least.
was double digits. We did see one more Rays fan in the building.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, did you get it? Did you ever see? Did Altuve ever stand next to Chandler Simpson? And is Chandler Simpson taller than Altuve? Because Altuve is so tiny. He reminds me of Pee Wee Reese when he's at the plate.
There's
Yeah,
a
no.
name from the past.
like
Simpson wasn't playing last night. He's day to day on the IL, so
That's right.
hopefully he's back tonight.
Well, Joseph, of course, we love our Canadians. Not Canadians in Morocco. Canadians in Morocco. Christian, of course, playing today. What do you like there?
Oh, I mean, Canada in the past 4-5 years has been, in my opinion, probably the best team in the CONCACAF. Last World Cup, they did a great job, and they
CONCACAF?
finished. What's that?
What's CONCACAF?
CONCACAF is the federation where let's say all of Central America, North America, and the Caribbean, they all have to play each other to qualify to the World Cup. So essentially,
Yeah, I've never heard of that. So
it's
that's why I was
it's
asking.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like a
So
conference.
that's that group
Yeah,
geographically.
and then if you go to South America, you have the CONMEBOL, which is all of the South American countries. We have 10 countries that are
And
participating
that's
in
where
that.
Colombia is
That's where
part of.
Colombia is, Brazil, Argentina. Say is the toughest conference to to make it to the World
get
Cup
out.
because the level is so high and so even. But yeah, Canada for me has been the U.S. has done it too. They're doing a great World Cup, but leading up to the World Cup, Canada has been even better than Mexico. And Morocco, last World Cup, they were the dark horse. I mean, they were the surprise of the World Cup. And last game, what a game. It was back to back, all the way to PKs. And they're showing the spirit, and they made it to the 16th.
Oh yeah, they beat the Netherlands.
They did, and it was,
Weren't they one of the top
I've
teams?
been doing my
Yeah.
homework, boys.
Look at
I
you,
even
Mike.
I even know what a red card is because that was the worst
That was
freaking
a
call.
terrible call.
I agree.
Now, for our audience out there watching us on our YouTube channel, by the way, please click like and subscribe. A red card, it's saying football, is like getting tossed from the game. And
Yeah,
can't-
you get
can't-
kicked out, and depending on the aggression,
That's what I was
you
gonna
can
say.
you can be off for a few days. They can suspend you not just for that one game, but like 2 to 3 games. So yeah,
So would that be like fighting or something?
yeah, if
Targeting.
You, if you're like, or if you go
Targeting.
and
Think about that, right?
directly try to hurt a player.
That was a horrible call.
Yeah.
There's
But
so
it-
many feet coming in contact, and he wasn't targeting him. Where that seems to be the fine line. If you're targeting or intentional to hurt.
If it's intentional, it's a direct card, direct red card. But also, even if it's unintentional and it's a foul and you're the last man and the player's on a breakaway
Right.
and basically the last player to beat is the goalkeeper, then they can give you a red card. That red card, if it's unintentional, it'll get you off the remaining of that game. Most likely you'll be able to play the next game. But when it's an intentional red card, now they're doing 2 to 3 games where you're sitting
And
out.
I like this because, like
yeah,
you
and
said,
in the World Cup, that's terrible.
well, but if
Yeah.
you're on a breakaway and you intentionally trip the guy or clip him in the heel, and they give you a red card, not only will you lose that game and you're out for the next, but they'll also get a free kick from that point. You got to
That's
call
right.
that for that free kick. And that's I think a lot of Americans are starting to learn more and more of the rules of soccer with this World Cup, and they're like, hey, this ain't so bad after all. I could waste a nice hot summer afternoon.
I've
relaxing
been
watching
spending
soccer.
a lot of nights.
There's some good
another
soccer.
thing
It
I
is.
think another thing we've learned from the cheaters in soccer is the flop.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
The NBA must have picked up the
The
flop
NBA
from
is on
soccer.
diapers compared to what happens in soccer. I mean, if you go to like the 90s and the 80s where Maradona, like these were strong guys, and
Yeah.
you see some of the clips that you're like, oh my God, man, like I would be scared to be in the pitch with these guys. And now it's just, it's
These guys are
becoming-
actors.
Yeah, and it takes away from the game. But you know what? That's why I respect Messi so much, because he could be that guy. I mean, he's the best in the world.
He doesn't
and
do it.
He doesn't do it, man. You never. He just.
Is there any review on the flops? Are they able
Oh,
to
yeah.
look back
Oh,
at
yeah.
that?
yeah.
And they still get him wrong.
You know, no, but if there's contact, it is a foul technically.
Yeah.
But obviously some of these players try to exaggerate so they can get a reaction out of
Oh,
the ref and
I've seen
card
that.
the players.
Over exaggerated.
Over exaggerated.
Yeah, but last night I
it's
saw-
embarrassing. I mean, it's
It
like
was
you
embarrassing a
train
couple
every
times last
day,
night.
you hit the gym every day. You're gonna tell me that just because you got a little contact, you're
Well, you
Well,
fouling.
they
got
got
to work
shot.
the foul.
Yes,
but I love the
exactly.
way the officials just go, nah, get your ass up. Ain't no foul. And I like that because in the NFL, they got to draw. And how else are you going to get them to try to draw their attention to a foul other than the flop? I mean, that's part of the beauty of soccer. I understand it wears the game and people understand, but if you don't flop, they would actually miss the calls because it's so quick, bang,
with
bang.
VAR,
They would miss the good hits.
With the VAR now, like if the player is very sure that there was a contact, he'll stay on the ground until they go and actually check video. But I don't know. I like the when there wasn't video assistant referee, because it would just make it more exciting. Some plays, like when you play with your friends. Hey, if the referee's not watching, you kind of get away with it.
I
and it
think
gives it-
VAR is getting way out of control.
Yeah.
I forgot Joe was there, Joe.
Yes.
Sorry. We're going off. I mean, yeah.
We want Joe in the conversation.
Everything's getting
No, we
reviewed.
do.
Everything's getting slowed down. It kills the pace of the game. I've never been a big fan of VAR, but again, players have to flop a little bit just to get the attention.
So-
and if they don't, they don't check the VAR.
Does the VAR, does that count towards the extra time at the end?
And yeah, I mean, there's always.
What is it?
they
10
can
minutes.
always
10
review
minutes
it.
they add on to
Well,
every game.
It could depend, right?
But it's really
Every
quick.
match.
The review's done before the guy he's done flopping. I mean,
Oh,
the review's,
really? They're
review's
live
happening.
looking at
Yeah,
it.
they're doing it live. You got guys in the thing. So
Or
the VAR is not
it's
like
not a tap of the head.
no.
like
That's
in
the reason why you
baseball.
flop. You flop for that. But Joe, did you watch that game last night? The Argentina Cape Verde game last night?
We watched the end of it while we were at the Rays game. I can't believe
I
they
watched
got
it.
that. Can't believe they got that close. I mean, I was rooting for them, but
And
Me
you-
too, man.
I mean, we
And the
kind of
officials-
expected that. There's no way Argentina and Messi would lose to a team like that in the World Cup, but
That
it was
would have
impressive.
you
That
notice-
would have crushed millions across the world
Oh,
of
yeah.
Messi.
Oh yeah.
Did you notice though there was not much flopping in that game because those officials they were letting them play.
And
I mean,
that's
so
how it
that's
should
So that's
also
how
a
it
thing.
should be.
Yeah.
I mean, the red card in the USA game. I mean, you're not supposed to go and look at a red card
Yeah.
possibility in slow motion like that. Obviously, in slow motion, it looks like he stomps right on the back of his ankle on his
They all
Achilles.
do, right?
But
Yes.
in real time, he's just going for the ball. The ball's right there. It shouldn't be looked at in slow motion to every little millisecond to watch him. Looks like he stomps on him. I don't think at all that
That wasn't
VAR
the
should be
intention,
taking
and
time to
intention
looking
should
like
count.
that.
And I think it's got to be an automatic yellow because you're looking at it, and it is a yellow. You
Yeah.
throw it a yellow,
Yeah.
but even a yellow, 2 yellows equals a red. But you don't jump to red all of a sudden. There wasn't even a fight after, and then the other
Red and
guys.
yellow. Red and yellow is
Well,
orange,
they
buddy.
apologized to him after he got the red. The other players on the other team were coming by going, "I'm so sorry, man. That really wasn't a red." And that official must have been thinking, "God, I hope it's not obvious that I've got my betting app open. I'm up in my ante right now." I'm kidding.
That's,
on
but
Poly
it
Market.
happens. FIFA has been known for this too, and it.
You
it-
can't
it-
trust
well,
FIFA
A red
with
card
anything.
can literally change a game. I mean, you're
Well, 'cause
down
they
a
wanna
man.
He's a
see
top
certain
sc- he's a
teams
top
in the
scorer.
Well, they
Right.
just
He's
took
our
off
top
our top
scorer.
scorer for our
He's
biggest
a top
game of the
scorer.
tournament.
Yeah. So even cutting him out of that
Exactly.
game, it could have been. I'm not a blame. I'm not accusing anyone. But if you were a referee doing that, taking him out at that point in that game could have made America lose that game. I mean, it was still
Exactly.
very much in doubt. It was early in the game. So I mean, that makes. How did they go straight to red? I'll never know.
And like Joe said, we're losing him for playing against Belgium. Probably the toughest team the
team.
U.S. is
Yeah.
has faced so far.
Hey-
But Belgium, I don't know. I have faith in the U.S. man. Belgium is they play really well. They got really good players. They move the ball around, but they always drop the ball.
But
Like
what do they have in Belgium? Waffles? That's
yeah.
it. We got a whole house dedicated to it. We got Waffle House.
We got
We
houses.
we don't need Belgian
them.
waffles.
We got houses. Hey, Joe Geiger, is there a big Canadian theme? Have you noticed that while you've been walking the streets of Houston? A lot of Canadians.
Eh?
Not necessarily. There's a few. I saw a few Canadian like soccer jerseys and fans at the Rays Astros game yesterday. But when we went to Texas, the Texas Rangers game over in Arlington, there was a whole section of just straight yellow, and it was the Australian, the Socceroo fans. They were playing in Dallas the next day against. They lost to Egypt in penalty kicks, but they had a whole section.
I watched that game down here.
They
with
were
the,
they were cheering and chanting the entire baseball game. They put them on TV a bunch of times, and it was kind of cool. They were getting their baseball experience in.
Well, Aussies, they certainly like to party. We know that for sure. And as I said, you may not have seen the opening. I was down here with 30 of my closest Egyptian friends watching the game yesterday, staring at their women. I put my glasses on so they wouldn't see me. Yeah, but that was a hell of a game, and that was a hell of an accomplishment for Egypt.
Yeah, especially for Mo Salah. You know, it's definitely his last World Cup. One of the best players in Europe, and for him to be able to stay in the competition. We have we have Ronaldo, we have Messi going, we have Salah, we have a lot of good players. We have James Rodriguez from Colombia who's still on. This is their last
See
tournament.
how that rolls off his tongue like he's Colombian?
Colombia.
But you know, it makes me happy because now we're down to 16 teams. And we have the big names still around, and I don't know, they deserve it, man.
And all good.
Can I say, though, getting Ronaldo the other night, him scoring a goal and coming back, a Ronaldo comeback, I know the guy can be, well, some people think he's a complete jerk, and they don't agree with his politics whatsoever. I just find it was great because, you know, if this is, and it is his last World Cup, it's nice to see, and I don't know if Portugal's going to do in the next round, but it's nice to see him not limp out of here, maybe with a little bit of his Sockner dignity anyway.
I agree. I was very sad to see Luka Modric, get knocked out. I think Croatia, that goal, that offside, I don't know. That's very questionable again.
Yeah, I don't know how you can end the game like that, honestly. I don't even...
That was horrible.
I still don't even know what they called, honestly. I don't think a lot of people do.
No, because in soccer, the offside will be ruled off if the ball hits a defender, like from the opposing team. And that's essentially what happened. And they said that, I don't even, by a hair, it didn't touch.
Well, all the clips and all the pictures you look at, and I'm sure you've seen it, Joe. I'm sure you haven't been. But
That's right. Good job, Mike.
I mean, it's a millimeter. If in fact
that should have been a goal.
Yeah.
And then it makes you think, well, you have Portugal and Ronaldo on the other side.
They wanted the eyeballs. They wanted the
Portugal
game
makes
everybody
more
was
money.
expecting.
Well, I mean, Portugal versus Spain. They're on the same
And
peninsula.
Spain is playing.
That's a huge game.
Spain
like,
is playing
soccer-wise.
like Spain can play now.
Oh yeah, I think Spain will take. I think Spain is one of the best teams in the tournament. A lot of young guys, and they play as a team. You know, they're not really counting on one big star like some of these teams are, like Argentina and Messi per se. I mean, Messi's been carrying Argentina for the past 10 years, but you know, in the last 2 World Cups, if it wasn't because of him, you know, they would have been out early.
Well, and the Harry Kanes of the world. I mean,
Harry Kane. I
he
mean,
carries their own team.
yes, England.
See me throwing these names out, Ben?
Ben,
No, that's
Ben, check it
good.
out.
I've been studying.
No, that's great. I'm glad that you're watching it. I'm
watching for you, bro.
No, I'm watching this thing called baseball. It's this weird
Oh,
thing.
hey.
It's almost like it's America's
I got
pastime on
multiple
July
screens.
4th.
Ask the boys. They've been in my little man cave.
Hey, speaking of baseball,
I got
multiple
plenty of
screens.
screens. I watched everything.
You got Joe. You're out there in Houston now. I think you said you mentioned, of course, Houston's one of the host sites for the World Cup there, and you mentioned the other night you were actually at a watch party for the U.S. men's national game. The other night you were actually at that party. Explain what that was a little bit like.
Yeah, so it was actually the FIFA fan festival that they have at all the host cities. So it's set up through FIFA, and they had 3 big screens in one area with a stage, and they had another big screen on the other side, and it was just absolutely packed for the USA game. It was super fun to be in that environment, to be literally where the World Cup is actually happening is super cool, and I think unique. And you know, they had all the little fan festival, like normal fan festival stuff around it that you did
Right.
pregame, and then you went and watched the USA game with a bunch of other Americans there, and it was super cool.
Well, and they had FIFA actually had a watch party here because we had a little bit. England played a friendly over at the Raymond James, and we're a host site for Cape Verde. But going back to that,
We should have got their women down here.
Mike,
All
I
right.
I can't get over them.
I'm saying, Cape Verde. Is that where the chance coming from? We believe that we will win. Talk about this because we're seeing commercials now. I see it on ESPN. It's going all over. The Americans are taking it over. What's crazy for me is that as much as Americans are now watching it, that it's in our time zone, right? It's on our continent.
Yeah.
People around the world, although I may have not gotten up 4 years ago and turned on BBC at 3 a.m. to catch a soccer match, they're doing it all over the world, aren't they, Christian?
Oh yeah, I mean it's the biggest sporting event in the planet. So I mean if you go to Colombia per se, every time the Colombia plays, is the whole country is going crazy. It's if you go to Belgium, if you go to England, and that's what it's about. Just
Productivity across the world has gone to hell.
Blows the Super Bowl away.
Whoa.
The NFL, the only thing the NFL takes a back seat is to football.
But how many Super Bowls does Europe have? Come on. Zero. Zilch. How many World Series does Europe have?
We're on
Zero.
a
Zilch.
positivity high here. There.
Oh, no, I am positive.
Hey,
I'm
Canada-
USA all the way.
Canada
We're
has
going to
a-
beat these damn waffle makers.
we had more people at first than we had at the Super Bowl
Waffle
yesterday.
maker.
I'm
last
telling
night.
you what, yeah, 100%, and it's going out all over, and everybody's blowing up down here. And I'm glad to know that Joe's there in Houston. They're doing the same thing, but really they're doing it in Cleveland, Philadelphia, New York. It's all over. And again, what a great summer to have that here. Everywhere.
I love it. Ferg should be an official fan fest at this point. I think we're probably packing more people than I mean, we had a lot of people that went to the fan fest in Miami for the last Columbia game.
Yep.
And they had relatives that came to watch the game here, and all those guys came up here. They'd rather watch the game because by the way, we're also playing the games in Spanish, and that hits home for a lot of the community. So
Telemundo.
we're doing Telemundo, and
I better brush up before I come.
So
is it Tuesday
people
night?
are feeling at home, and honestly, like I said, we're becoming the official watch party in
How
all of
cool
the
is
area.
that?
Brush up on
And
some.
it's all because of you, my man.
Yeah, it
Seriously.
is.
Thank you,
It was an
man.
idea
Mike,
you had.
Mike, don't brush up. Just wear the glasses.
No,
We
brush up.
No, weekend at Bernie's over here.
No, we can. Well,
I'm not dead, you dumbass.
we'll have you listen to some Babani, some Haraka Kiko.
I'll just start going like this, so they think that I'm trying to talk in the sign language.
ASL.
I got nothing.
Nah, man, you just gotta sit down, wear the jersey,
I'm
have
gonna
a beer,
sit right
enjoy.
I'm gonna sit right next to you. You be my
Sometimes
interpreter.
that's better, just say less.
They just
look,
said
you look
white
a little
bread
more
get off our
interesting.
table.
Senor Mike.
The most interesting man in the world over here.
That's it.
Hey, what
You're,
else?
you're watching the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection, a Shipyard Sports Connection production. And, of course, let's not forget Ferg's TV. We launched the first Ferg's TV this week. It's going to be a resounding success. So now we have become the production company, thanks to Adam Fernandez and his vision and kicking my ass into getting moving and getting some sponsors. And we got a great team of young guys. We're adding people. So we'll be doing, of course, Ferg's TV. We'll be doing Shipyard Sports, and then, of course, our productions, and that is on the T Florida on Thursdays from 6 to 8, and then the Tampa St. Pete
Mike,
Sports Connection.
look at that shirt.
You didn't see this?
Oh, the Ferg's TV shirt.
Wait till you see the back.
With the
Look at that.
I
That
love
looks
that.
good, man.
I
Like,
got one
I
on,
want
too.
a
turn
shirt
around.
like
There
that.
we go.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do our lucky fans get one of those shirts there, Mike?
Well,
Is that available?
These are a
in the Ferg
limited
store?
edition because Teddy Bruschi actually made these and did a superb job, and he brought them down for our first show. But we are going to, so I do the merch down here. We are going to mass produce them. I think, as Mark Ferguson said, he would like to see them in black. What do you guys think?
Ooh, I think black would be good.
Well, he said,
It's
and
slimming.
he's right. And white, once you get a
Stain,
stain
yeah,
on it,
it's done.
You don't wear it again.
You know what? Though?
You wash your car.
Put them in yellow. You'll sell a few thousand next
But
Tuesday.
Mark yesterday, he's always
Smart.
Just saying.
Mark wants an old school television outline
Yeah.
with antennas. What do
Kind
you
of like the
think?
Ferg's
You
1955
like that?
Bowman
You like that?
set.
I like
Yes.
it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going to go that
It'll
route.
stand out,
And they're going to
yeah.
be available down here probably for $100 a piece. No. But that'll be very reasonably priced, so you'll be able to get plenty of Ferg's TV. We are going to be doing all kinds of swag, giveaways, interactive. We got a team that'll be out there shooting. If there's an event down here in the future, I don't care if it's music, I don't care if it's the what's that watch party? Love Island.
Love
Yeah.
Island.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been watching Love Island,
Shout out
Mike.
Love Island.
There you go.
Joe Geiger's a Love Island guy. I know.
Shout
Ray
out
Kennedy
Love
is.
Island.
I know that Tristan and Jake, big Love Island guys, right?
Big Love Island.
I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah.
I'm more of a Love on the Spectrum kind of guy. I like that show. That one's good.
That's funny because I had you pegged for more of a Naked and Afraid guy.
Well, I dabble. I like it. I like some reality TV.
I like Naked and Afraid with Love on the Spectrum.
No, the Love on the Spectrum's a good show, man. I like it. They have this one kid.
Knock it
He always
off.
says interesting, and I love it. I love it.
This is a sports show.
But let me turn it back to
on,
let me
on
turn
the
it back.
250th anniversary of
Happy
America.
birthday. 250 years ago, there were a bunch of guys in a room. They were the money makers. They were the big guys in their 13 colonies, and they were signing a document that was almost guaranteeing there'd be their death sentence.
They did that in August.
No, well, I mean, on 4th, they declared it.
This is
Well,
our
July
historian.
4th is
The
a
Declaration
clerical
of
error.
Independence.
It was actually signed on July 2nd.
Exactly.
Well, it was written July 2nd. The whole July 4th thing is a clerical
Well,
error.
now, I just watched American Experience this
fact.
week. They said that Thomas Jefferson came out with his original draft on July 1st or 2nd. And went to John Adams, Ben Franklin, and they went back to him and said make changes.
on the 3rd
And he brought it on the 4th, and they signed it in Philadelphia.
in August.
I'm gonna believe you because you're a historian.
No,
And it was-
Chat GPT. I don't
Darn
have.
it.
I don't have a brain anymore. It's just Chat GPT.
But still, when they
I
signed
looked
that,
it up in case somebody brought that up.
But when they signed it, they were taking. Okay, forget that. Joe, back
It's
to
okay.
you.
No,
We'll get back
no,
to
it's
Joe.
okay.
No,
No, it's
100%. We'll get back into it. But I want to talk to Joe because
No, we're not.
Joe was at Texas Rangers. He was at the Houston Astros
yeah, let's
game
get it right
last
down
night.
to the Rangers.
He's coming. You're going back to the
experience.
game today again, Joe, or is it tomorrow before you come back home?
We might hit one more. We'll see what the rest of the family's up to, but hopefully we get to at least one more of the Rays games. But right now, nothing planned.
Let's talk about the Texas experience. I
Arlington.
lived there
Tejas.
in the late 70s, early
See.
80s when the original stadium was there.
Barbecue. Man.
That stadium looks superb. Is that a great stadium?
It's definitely just massive. I think is just the right way to put it. It's about all I got. It's just very big.
Well, then the Houston Stadium, you sent me the picture, and I appreciated that, brother, because we were chatting a little bit. That's right. I was chatting with Joe while he was at the Rays Astros game. It has all the glass in the outfield. But did you feel, and I know I'm getting into potatoes, was that enough glass, or would you feel that stadium experience in Houston would have been better if the entire roof would have been glass and then, even more light and heat were getting in? That's what I'm asking.
Nah, definitely not. I think there's enough glass. You can see the sunlight coming in pregame, which is cool to have some natural light in a baseball stadium with the closed roof. But I mean, if it was on the top, I think it would make it pretty tough for a lot of people.
Well, I mean, they tried that with the original Astro Dome, and it didn't work out too great with the real
They had to
grass.
paint it,
That was
yeah.
back when they were the Colt 45s.
Colt 45s.
Yeah, they had a
That
big
was the old AFL.
they had a big-
AFL baby.
no with the baseball team before they were the Astros. They were the Colt 45.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan actually was drafted by the Colt 45s,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, they had a big
I drank
gun.
a lot of Colt 45s. in my day.
know you
So
did.
have I. But they had a big gun on their chest,
Cheap-ass
and then on the hat it said 45, like 45 caliber. It was actually really cool, but I guess it's bad to promote that. I don't know.
In today's world,
Well, that's like the Tampa Smokers, where it had a big old cigar on the chest of it.
the Cubans were rolling them over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but I guess smoking's not good. Guns aren't good. I don't know.
Now it's the St. Pete Cabbage.
Hey,
They're still rolling. It's just a different thing. Anyway, Joe, back to you.
it's legal now. I
Happy
don't know.
birthday, America.
Happy
That's what I'm
birthday,
talking
America.
about.
Well, Joseph, thank you very much for taking time out. Tell the family I said hello, and we'll look forward to seeing you back home next week and helping us until you go back to UCF. And we're not going to let you apart from participation this year where you go to school. You're still going to be part of the team.
Sounds good. Have a good 4th of July, everybody.
All right.
Happy
Joe,
4th,
Joe
Joe.
Geiger.
Happy
He's my first. Yeah, he was actually my first intern, and he was still in high school at Boca Ciega, and he's done a superb job. All right, let's go back to a little conversation on the 250th anniversary of America with a gentleman that is from Colombia, and talk about what it means to you as of course, your heart and soul and your family's heart and soul is in Colombia, but what's the American experience, the opportunity mean to you, Christian, as a family and as a businessman?
It means everything. I wouldn't have anything if it wasn't because of this country. And honestly, I love my culture, Colombia. But the best decision my parents made was to bring me and my little sister here. He's given me the tools that I need to do what I'm doing, and I owe everything to this country, and I honestly, for me, it's impossible to pick, but I love the U.S. I would say even more, to be honest, because it's given me and my family the opportunity that we didn't get when we were in Colombia, and I can get into the history, but bottom line is that if it wasn't because of the United States, my family wouldn't have anything that we have, and the opportunity. People can say a lot about this country, but at the end of the day, to me, it's the greatest country in the world, and it allows people to actually dream. I went from working the corporate world to starting my own empanada business and be able to make a living off of that, and help my family out. I don't think I would have been able to do the same thing back home. So, yeah.
And now you're kicking ass. And you know what? I have a friend that's in real estate in Miami, but he also is in Colombia all the time. It's not like you left. That's a gorgeous country.
It is.
And beautiful.
Yes.
It's not like you left some ghetto and slum area.
It's had a lot of growth. I mean, honest, the last 25, 30 years, Colombia luckily has changed a lot. A lot of the
stigmatization of
Is that the Northern Triangle? Is that what they're part of, or no?
Colombia.
Or no?
I'm not familiar with that. No. But yeah, I mean, the last 30 years for us has been almost making sure that when people come to Colombia, they have a good time, they take care of our tourism, and that we don't only expose what we've been known for this whole time. There's so many good things happening there. If you go to the main cities in Colombia, they're so modern. People are so friendly. So again, I love it there. Yes, I didn't leave a terrible country, but it was very violent when we left.
Brother, I gotta do a shout out here too, because at the height of Fergs on Wednesday night during the U.S. Men's Night, you were still crazy. You and your beautiful wife were running around here still. At the height of all that, in the mix of it all, we went over and got a couple of Max empanadas, and they were just as good as they are every single day. So I don't know how you keep that quality control when you are doing so many other things down here. But we're the ones fortunate to have you down here. But I think you guys. I think what you said there on the 250th anniversary of this country's independence says a lot about exactly what we're celebrating.
And hey, talk about Mark Ferguson. Yesterday he was telling me he was smiling from ear to ear. He said, "I'm actually going to be on the stage tonight."
We had him put on a Columbia jersey on stage.
He said, "I'm going to put on a Columbia jersey," and he said, "Was he using the potato gun or
Yeah, he was using it."
He said, "That's one of my favorite things."
Oh, you can tell.
And Mark doesn't get excited about too much. He's seen a lot.
Yeah.
And he's up there shaking hands and kissing babies with the governor and the ownership. 2 short months ago, phony bastards. And anyway, and
damn right.
And now he's on the stage there, and he said it was just great. He goes, "Mike, it was amazing."
Yeah, the energy, everyone's so happy to see the men behind Fergs, and because in our community, we're gonna have to
get some more Colombian food on this menu, because
let's do it.
These people have gotten a taste of Fergs. They're going to start coming here anyway.
They love it. I mean,
come to see you, and a little American food and televisions and watch sports.
80% of that crowd had no clue that Fergs existed, and now they do, and they want more.
Wow.
I'm serious.
That's cool. Tough to do.
Yeah, that is cool.
So everyone's asking, what's next? What are we gonna do? We got a lot coming with street soccer out back. We're gonna keep doing stuff. Obviously, feed off of the momentum we got going on. But to be able to open this space to my community, I think that's a proud moment for me. I remember the first watch parties we had at my food truck. I put out a TV. I had like 15, 20 people out there.
They were the best.
Sir, yeah. And we had a tent. And for me, having 20 people outside of my food truck was wow. Like, I would call my friends and
it was crazy.
I have so many people here.
You got to walk before. Well, you guys You got to walk before you run. Well, you guys are sprinting.
Well, then, and even in that group, there's only like 15 or 20 of us. But even in that group, we're scaling up now to 3,000 to 5,000. But everybody's having a great time.
That's it.
It's community. It's hi brother, hi sister. We're enjoying this game. That's what I love about it.
Was Ray trying
It's
to
not
mooch,
just business, you know.
was Ray trying to mooch some
There were some good
empanadas out of you?
looking. No, there was some good looking ladies in that group. Couple
Oh.
last
Hey,
party.
hey,
But
hey,
I
always.
respect. I respect.
Always.
I
Hey,
respect.
I showed Ray a couple pretty ladies
that's
the other
why
night
that's
over
why
at
the porn
Hippie.
stash is gone. Because I'm at the Saltwater Hippie, they're looking at me like I'm not Magnum PI. They're looking at me like I'm Adolf Hitler.
I was
That's why I had to shake that thing off.
I was introducing you to a
Hey,
couple friends.
no more. First of all, his son's here, and this is live,
All right, well, have him come out.
live on
Yes.
YouTube.
He's got a girlfriend now, so I'm
Now
okay.
he's got a
Whoa,
girlfriend.
you got a girlfriend.
Yeah,
You're in
this
high
happened.
school.
I'm sorry, I had to call him out on
You
that.
can't
Yeah.
do that in high school.
Two bad boys. 20 years ago, I'd be rolling hard with you.
Come on,
Nah,
Mike.
you still got it, Mike.
Mike, you come
on.
out with me. I'll get you some
Tuesday.
ladies.
Yeah, you'll
Tuesday.
get
I'll
me
have
a-
a jersey waiting for you, and I'll have some friends too. So
That'll be fun.
you'll be happy.
All right. You gonna get to take a nap today at all?
No, I don't know, man. I might have to take this with me. I've been on going on 4 hours sleep average since the World Cup started.
you look great.
Thank you. I mean,
you're
if I do
articulate,
4.5 hours, I wake up at 10 hours sleep. So I think I'm just kind of getting used to
You're
it.
doing better than me and Ray do.
Hey, can I close up with the fact that for those of us listening out there on Radio St. Pete, he was reaching for one of those monsters, those beautiful red, white, and blue monster cans. They're a new sponsor here on our show,
Yeah.
of course, we know. So you definitely better be taking that with you because not only will it get you right after a hard night's work, but it lets you down smooth, too. There's no hard
Oh
let down with the
yeah,
monster.
that's
so
that's
try
my
that.
concern with energy drinks, man.
no, these are
I'm
No,
great.
sir.
so sensitive to them, so I'm gonna give it a try.
Sip
So
it,
I
sip
will.
it. Yeah, don't go crazy. Now me, I would, I'd shoot it and blow it, but take your time with it.
He didn't
still
do
need you.
anything in moderation.
No, I don't.
Well, we'll let you go, my man.
Thank you, guys.
It's been a pleasure. We're far from done. How many weeks total is World Cup?
The final is July
July 18th,
19th. 19th, yeah. So
Oh, that's not too far away.
no, so we got a couple
July
more
19th
weeks.
at 3 o'clock in New York.
Yes,
USA.
MetLife.
And
Yeah.
also, I got one more question. Remember in Marvel when he closes the hand with the 5 Eternity Stones and the
Thanos,
world just
yeah.
ends? Is that going to happen if the USA plays Colombia here at some point
My
in this
God,
tournament?
I
With the
might not.
World Series?
Maybe I couldn't even show up here if that's the case. What do I do? That would be incredible, though.
Let's go. It'd be a party. It'd be a great time. And you know
I
what?
agree. It would be a
Bo-
celebration regardless.
Yeah,
wherever we
everybody
go.
wins because
Yes.
we're having a great time here at Fergs. That's just been fantastic, Christian.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the support.
Has your empanada ingredients orders increased like 5,000%?
We've been selling a lot
Your
of
suppliers are
empanadas.
coming and going, what the
Yeah,
hell?
where are you selling these empanadas? I mean, they're selling out of the Fergs menu. They sold over 3,000 empanadas, just them, last week.
Oh, really?
Just out of their menu.
Beautiful.
The ones that we're
And,
doing. So
and once you leave them on the menu and people realize you're going to have them.
they're asking for it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
hopefully we just keep it going. We're doing a different flavor. So for football season, we'll switch it up and keep it
I-
interesting.
I-
Are you open after the show?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm
All
gonna be.
right.
Come
I'll
on,
be
I
over.
got you
I'm
guys.
going to be knocking.
Please,
But I
I'll
wanna-
be waiting for you
I want
guys.
to reiterate something there because number one, there's nothing better than coming out to Maxi Empanada, getting it right from the truck. Because you get to talk to you, you got the nice overhang, beautiful. But
Thank
I
you.
want to say, when we ordered them off the Fergs menu, which are your empanadas, and that's what I meant to say is that your empanadas are so good, but then Fergs is so good, the quality was still spot on. So
Thank
I mean,
you.
if your empanadas weren't getting the high quality they deserve, I'd let you know, but they're fine, they're good.
Thank you. My dad, I mean, that's his passion, and he doesn't let one bad empanada, make it out of the.
Your father,
out of
you
the
said?
Yeah, it's me and my dad's recipe.
He's the quality control.
Yeah, and he's obsessed with it. He doesn't ask. He's just worried about making sure we make it the
Like,
best
Christian,
way we
I don't
can.
care how many we're cranking out.
Yeah,
We're-
we do it right or
want
we
the-
don't
the
do it at
recipe to
all.
be like
That's
you're
why they're
you're
the
cranking
best.
out one.
Thank you.
100%.
And he doesn't cut corners on ingredients or any of that.
Typically, the homemade recipes, or restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
Italian restaurants, everything, are the most successful because they stay the course.
You have to. If you people will notice. I mean, sometimes people think that you can switch up a few things and still.
Cut back, they'll go, that's not the
No,
real,
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
the real
no.
one." That
I'd
happens-
rather raise the price if I have to than
that
change
happen-
the quality.
yeah,
to
that
be
happens,
honest.
That happens too often in the world of food.
Yes.
That's not the, s-
Absolutely. I mean, I know that
Yeah, your
my
father.
my dad, yeah, GFS, Gordon Food Service. So I'm always making deliveries to people, and the good places they don't
they stick to what they do.
Exactly.
And that's
Even if
what
that
sets 'em
means you got to
apart.
raise the price a little bit, they're not going to be like, all right, we're going to switch to the frozen this or the cheapy that. You guys stick to it. You guys make a wonderful product, and we love having you out here.
Thank
You
you
know-
guys.
you
I
know
love
what we
being
gotta
here.
do?
I feel at home.
One of
so-
these Saturdays, after things slow down, you got to put your lovely bride right alongside you and
We'll
talk
do
about
it.
the experience.
Yes, yes. And my baby, Emilia. She's love of my life.
Well, then we'll
She's
get
my engine.
Then we'll get 1 million views.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
All right, brother.
All right, guys.
Get
Thank
some
you
rest.
so much. Yes,
He's
I'll
Christian
try.
Sanchez. One more time, guys. Oh my God, 5,000 people in Ferg.
Hardest working man. Next to Ferguson.
You're watching the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection live from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill, America's number one
Take it.
number one sports bar, as rated by USA Today. And I tell you what, it was a year ago in October when we got that designation, Ray Kennedy, as the number one sports bar in America, and they've taken it a long way since then. And you know, last year at this time, we were going over to friggin' Tampa to watch baseball. There wasn't much going on the weekends even.
Yeah.
Ferg was trying to come up with ideas all along.
Well,
And
it's
who
been
would've
pretty
known?
successful.
Yeah, baseball, the Rays are kicking butt,
Yep.
and World Cup is kicking butt, and the world is good.
Four games ahead of everybody. I think we have the second largest lead in Major League Baseball behind the Dodgers. who
Right, and then-
I think they're 16 games out.
Right, and then
They are now.
It's unbelievable.
It's
Mike.
crazy. And Milwaukee Brewers, I mean, are the only other team. We're the third best team in baseball.
14 games.
14
the
games.
Dodgers.
But, you know, I want to go back to last year. You always say everything happens for a reason, okay? If in October of 2023, if the roofs don't come off of Tropicana Field there, they're not over there. Coach doesn't go in and put out that stage out back there and make Ferg's Pavilion a real deal. I'm sure it was in his head for a long time, but I mean, it gave him a year. So last year we did a checkup from the neck up, and they did all this infrastructure building. Bar none, it's led to every party they're having down here. These World Cup parties, they're having them everywhere because of that year. Coach was able to let him and the great designers he has run their imaginations wild.
You want to know what my favorite addition is?
What?
The massive bathrooms over there.
Isn't that
You
great?
never
God.
have to wait. That is that. No, Mike. No, Mike. This
I
is,
agree.
No, but this is like a big thing because I'll go to a bar, I'll go to a restaurant, I'll go to any place, and you're standing there waiting to go to the bathroom. Over here at Ferg's, you have an
crazy.
outdoor bathroom, you have your indoor bathroom, you have your upstairs bathroom. You got bathrooms everywhere.
And multi-sex, they're not even male or female. Like international countries, Ferg's forward thinking has them where they're all sex. Just get in there and use it.
Hey,
and you know,
you gotta
it's
take a
really
leak.
Good
You gotta take
concept,
a
but I
leak.
love that. I just walked in here and Ben's already talking about the bathrooms. Like, that's amazing.
Maybe
you
I gotta
missed
take
it.
a leak. I gotta go.
He's Nick Cowan. He's former bat boy across the street for 12 years with the Tampa Bay Rays, and he's been on the mend. He's back now in the saddle. Of course, a comedian, promoter, and it's great to have you back on the set, my man.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate being here. And I did actually bring a something of my own. Since you've already got the Monster Energy promotion, the Java Monsters.
Oh.
Why? Hey,
Right
look
out
at
of the
this.
pocket.
Staying
They're
in, look
so
at that.
good.
I was going to say, is that a Java monster in your pocket, or
That's
are
a
you just happy to
Java
be here?
monster. and I'm happy to be here.
You sick bastard. My God. Anyway, second hour, we're gonna talk a little.
All right, we're still first hour. I'm supposed to be quiet.
We're going to talk a lot of positivity about the red, white, and blue, and on the 250th anniversary of America on this 4th of July, and it's pretty amazing. Despite all the negativity in America, I don't care who the president is. You still need to embrace what America stands for,
Well-
and what we have accomplished, and our role in the world, and the changes, and I think people are so blinded by their hate that they don't realize how blessed they are. And that's why all these people coming from around the world to get a taste of America
Yeah.
on our 250th
It's been healing.
is superb.
That's what I've-
it's like back in your face, folks.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I've loved so far about the
You
World
live
Cup.
here and you can't stand America. These people come from all over the world, and they love it immediately.
Yeah, like that. Have you guys been watching the Freddie updates? That soccer, the Germany soccer fan. Yeah, there's this guy Freddie. He's going across the United States, traveling. He's seeing Ella Langley. He's going to the different stadiums. He's going to Buc-ee's. He's going to all the little stops across
loved
America.
Buc-ee's.
He loved Buc-ee's. He loved
Who doesn't
Alabama.
love Buc-ee's?
Alabama was his favorite stop, some podunk town in Alabama.
What?
And he said it was the most beautiful place he's ever
Well,
been.
he found love.
What
He
country's
found
he-
love
what-
in a banjo
what
on a river in
country's he
from
Alabama.
Germany.
Germany.
Hey, and
Okay.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
German. I hope it's not all Alabama over there.
Well, but he loved the sunsets. He's loved the beach. He's loved everything about this country. And I think seeing the foreign fans kind of come here and really experience all that America has to offer has kind of like lit a light back inside of a lot of Americans and said,
1,000%.
look how wonderful our country is. Look at all it has to offer. It's not just New York. It's not just Los Angeles. It's Statesboro, Georgia. It's the middle of nowhere, Iowa.
Sioux City, Iowa,
exactly.
my hometown.
It's all these
Yeah.
little places that make America special, that make it why people want to be here. And I think that's magical. And I'm not a soccer guy. I'm a baseball guy, and there's a little resentment between the two. But I will say I've loved soccer for bringing back this Americanism in the hearts and minds of the American people.
Well said, Ben Bethel.
Yep.
Ben
And-
Botham.
And
There
I
you
will
go.
say, like, it kind of goes back to the WBC thing that we talked
Yeah,
about months
World
ago,
Baseball
where it's like a
Classic.
great experience. Like,
On
different-
this is on steroids, though.
yeah,
compared
it
to
is.
baseball.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's,
Well, I
it's
agree
a
with you,
different
1,000%.
exposure type of, situation where you look at the camaraderie around sports. And when you can take it to a different venue, I'm sure if we did this in Australia or in Japan, it would be like we would be impressed with their culture.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm so happy that, like, on America's 250th birthday today, my favorite holiday, July 4th, I'm so happy that we are able to.
Since she brought up Japan, I want to do a little promo for our Instagram. You go to our Instagram page, and there's a young man that's going to be joining our team, and he's very talented. Tony Siciliano. I met him down here.
Is he
Again.
from Japan with the last name Siciliano?
Listen. Listen, Pazan. Anyway, you're gonna love this, and Aresti Estrada loved it too. He lost his job. He's a young guy, good-looking dude.
Okay.
And he's a I guess a content creator as well on the side. I didn't know that, but he's gone to Japan now. He's going to Asia, and he's going to all these baseball games.
Oh, I see it up there on the.
There
up
he
there
is.
on the screen.
Oh,
There's our man.
How do I get that job?
And
He's laying in a field drinking beer.
Well, watch this. I mean, that's a beer. Ladies selling them beer, highball. This is a average. He said hot dog.
Jeez.
he said that's an average hot dog.
Oh, beer girl number 2.
Beer girl number 2.
I bet she says that to all the guys.
Where are the beer girls at the trop? What's the deal?
But look at the fans and the music they play. If you could hear the audio on
Nice.
this, it's unbelievable. The experience. Towards the end, beer girl number 3,
Oh,
Nice.
and
Wait,
and towards
YMCA.
the end, he's sitting in a sauna in left field watching the end of the game.
a sauna?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? We call that a bathroom, but hey, call it a sauna too.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna join us next week.
Nice.
heck yeah.
And he's going to continue to be a part of our world, sending us clips like that. But the Japanese baseball experience, I called Aresti Estrada. He answered right away.
Yeah.
And he goes, I can't wait to talk to this cat because he was over in Japan for quite a while. But it's like you're at a college football game. These guys over here are out. They got their chant, the opposing team.
Yeah.
They have bands playing,
I like that.
and there's non-stop action going on from an entertainment perspective.
Well, it's like we're learning with soccer here in America again. And I want to wrap it back to what you guys were talking about. And it's the media for me. Because the Constitution itself is a living document. It's supposed to change over time. It's not ever set in stone. It's supposed to be living and breathing. But so for too long, media has been secular. It's this or that. It's this or the other. It can't be something in the middle. And all of a sudden, sport came back to our country. The WBC, we're winning in the sport on an international globe. And the funny thing is here, on the 250th birthday of our nation's independence, I think it's safe to say that the world is teaching Americans how to be proud to be Americans again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as deep as I,
I
can
didn't need a
get.
damn reminder. You kidding me?
I
Look
didn't,
at-
Ben, you don't
see
need a
this
reminder.
shirt? You see your shirt?
Yes.
You see that hat? You see that hat? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
God bless America,
I,
baby.
God
wore
bless
my,
it.
I wore my Washington D.C. World All-Star game.
I love
hat
it.
today.
I love it.
But also, if I look like Ray Kennedy, it's because he was generous enough to give me a T-shirt because I got soaked
Well,
in a rainstorm.
can we see Sally's shirt in the shot? Sally Mott, of course.
we got
had
Sally
some
Mott's
news this
T-shirt
week.
over there, her new merch.
That's our
But
racer.
Ray gave me a T-shirt because, like, that's
I didn't
just,
give it to you. I loaned it to you.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I'm not keeping it.
By the way,
forever.
where's my towel?
Oh, it's over there.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
But no, I mean,
Make
like
sure.
that's like the American spirit. Like
Yes,
we're gonna help
shirt off
each
my
other
back.
out. Yeah, like I got caught in rain. I was dripping
Dude, you
when
were
I got here.
So, you're like a duck.
My feet are still wet, but like that's
Need
what
an
I love
umbrella.
about the American spirit. I didn't know it was gonna rain that hard.
This is Seminole High School umbrella. This was my teacher appreciation
Look at that,
gift.
Warhawk. Yes.
Well, would you look at that?
Who
Teacher
needs a bonus when you get that?
exactly?
That's what I'm
a
saying.
pay raise? No, umbrella.
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 So
Hey.
I know I got here late, but can I bring up a big topic that's about to unfold in about 1 minute?
Oh, I would love to.
What do we think about the Joey Chestnut? Is he gonna win the hot dog eating
Well,
competition right now?
Well, we actually are going to have a report from there.
Okay.
I've got, we'll have some footage, and the producer, his son, Luke Crusello, he is the actual producer of the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Which is
Well,
probably
that's
going
incredible.
on right now, but
Yeah,
since
it's
we
about
don't
to
have a
start.
TV on in this
Yeah,
place, we
I
wouldn't
think
know.
the
Well, if
women's one already happened.
We'll have to
Mickey
get the
Sudo.
television turned on.
I think
How many?
I think she won the 2026 women's Nathan's hot dog eating contest, consuming 38.75 hot dogs and buns to secure her 12th title. Did we have her on before?
I did not have her on my bingo card taking today's challenge.
Miki Sudo?
We had her on back
Yeah.
in the day
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
you did? For real?
Yeah,
No way.
This is her
I
12th
thought you were
title.
polling.
when we originally started.
Yeah,
this
I
thing.
remember.
Pull my leg.
Yeah, we had her
No.
on when we originally started
so
this.
cool.
We have big guests on. Come on, are you kidding me?
Man, I tell you, I eat 4 hot dogs too quick with a glass of milk, and I'm throwing up. I can do 37 and a half
Why
hot dogs
you eat it with a glass of milk?
because I got to keep that stuff down.
Wow, a glass
Milk
of
is
milk?
an
Glass of milk with
interesting
your hot
thing.
dog?
Yeah, that's an interesting.
The fact that you just said that didn't sound right at all.
How about a nice Monster Energy?
I'm
How about
actually-
an ice cold,
Maybe
ice
even
cold,
a Java.
Guys.
how about an ice cold shipyard export?
The milk I had.
Milk?
I had the milk with the cookies I had. I had a half a dozen cookies after the 4 hot dogs, which is part of the reason why it came back up. I actually was drinking Shipyard Export
Okay, we don't need
with
to
the
hear
hot dogs.
the details.
Wow, so 36 hot dogs?
Yeah,
10 minutes.
36.75.
Wow. That's a lot of hot
0.75.
dogs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then Joey Chestnut, I think he's on like his
18th.
18th. Is that what it?
Yep.
Yeah, 17 times. This will be
This
his
will be
18th.
his 18th.
So I'm rooting for the guy. The only time he lost was when he was going through a terrible emotional trauma in his life where, it was terrible. But I'm excited to see him come back. I'm hoping he makes it all the way to 20 total wins.
You ever seen his workout
Oh,
routine?
I did. He's got the little chewy
Yeah.
thing, and he's just biting into it. I love it.
It's like he's doing reps,
He's Joey Jaws.
but he does a bunch of diaphragm
Yeah.
workouts,
Yeah.
like
Ke-
that.
he does kegels. He literally does
Well, he does.
kegels.
And,
Getting
but
it all.
the same as
Can you do that without those
parts?
parts?
Well, I mean, could you imagine going to
can do
lunch
it.
with that guy? Like, he's going to be evaluating how you eat your food.
Well, first of all, it's not just hot dogs. He
He
has
does
a
it
record
all.
in about 5 different categories, 5 different foods. I don't know them off the top of my head.
Are they all cylindrical?
Just,
No, they're not.
just
Ben.
imagine he wakes up.
Strombolis and
Just imagine he wakes up Monday morning and he's got a sausage making machine going on in his bathroom.
I'm ready to go.
All right, that's
Give me the
enough.
brats.
That's enough.
It just goes.
That is enough.
Hey, but that's the Germany side for you. Some brats.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Mike.
It is the top of the hour. It is the Shipyard Sports Connection 4th of July 250th anniversary show live from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill. America's #1 sports bar is rated by USA Today. And we're also brought to you by our great friends at Body Armor Coca-Cola. I live off this sports water. And, of course, we got Monster in the house now as a sponsor. And don't forget about Ice Pick Vodka. Down here at Ferg's, it's the great blend. Champa Bay. Get yourself a Champa Bay this weekend. They got red and they got blue. And Ice Pick Vodka is distilled right here in the state of Florida as well.
And you got the monster for the white.
Yes, you do.
You get
Yes,
the
sir.
red in the blue ice pick, and then you mix a little monster in
Red,
between.
white, and blue.
Red,
That's
white, and blue,
dangerous.
baby.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Up and down.
We're waiting for Jeff Antonella. He's with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. He's going to join us, and there he is.
Hey, sorry about that. My link wasn't clicking through my internet. I don't know what happened.
Hey, brother, right on time, man.
Oh, perfect.
Better late than never. Finally, good to see you. I saw you the other day on one of these stations. You're a celebrity these days because there's so many positive things coming out of Al Lang Stadium. Give our audience a little bio of you, and then I'll turn it over to the panel. It's a great time to be a Rowdy employee. Ryan Helfrich and I go back about 10 years, but yeah, you're with a great organization, my man.
Yeah, no, I love it. So I played for the Rowdies. I knew Ryan when I played for the Rowdies. He was heading up ticket sales. So I played for the Rowdies. I went to USF. I'm in the Hall of Fame for USF. I played there. Was a goalkeeper
Bravo.
there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Played for the Rowdies 2011, 2012. Fortunate enough to help win the championship in 2012. So very, very proud of that second star within the organization. And after that, it's been about 10 years playing Major League Soccer. So I think it's been an exciting time for the sport, and I'm just happy to be somebody that gets to champion it in this city.
And Jeff, let me ask you something. First of all, congratulations on the season our Rowdies are still having. And second of all, I just saw the video you just recently posted, and I wish I knew his name offhand. I don't, but you got to meet, of course, having been a goalie yourself at USF and for the Rowdies, you got to meet the goalie for Cape Verde, and you posted that, and kind of that was a big thing for you. Talk about the success the Rowdies are having this year, and also the fact that Cape Verde was training at the Rowdies, your facilities over there in Tampa. Has some of that also mixed into the magic that are happening here with the 2026 Rowdies season?
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something in the water, right? I mean,
Yeah.
no pun intended. It's over on Water Avenue, but there's got to be something in the water over there because it seems like everything that's coming out of there this year is just doing well and having success. But for the Rowdies to be able to have Cape Verde and the run that they were able to go on, I mean, I will be completely honest. I knew nothing about Cape Verde coming into this, and when we were awarded them for hosting them for the FIFA World Cup, I did my best to learn. And I did not expect them, obviously, along with the rest of the world, to go on the type of run that they had. And for them to be able to represent Tampa and for the Rowdies to play, a small part in, I think, what is the best story and probably will be the best story to come out of this World Cup. It's something that's really cool. And like I said, man, for them to have the success that they're having, for the Tampa Bay Rowdies to have the success that the Rowdies have been having this year, I mean, one loss on the season at the midway point, it's almost unheard of. So for us to have a part of what Cape Verde was able to do, and then at the same time for the Rowdies to be having the success that we're having and really watching that team gel together, I want to get back into the facility and start drinking whatever's coming out of those water fountains because I could use a little bit of that magic, So I'm excited. I'm sad that they're gone, but I'm excited to get myself back into that building so that I can, get some of that rubbing off on me.
We'll get you back in the net too there, Jeff, so be careful. But let me ask you, now, obviously, soccer players and you Rowdies, you guys are always watching the World Cup, and all soccer players watch the World Cup with bated breath. Not have I seen any kind of excitement in this country since, ironically, the bicentennial celebration back in 1976, and I know you weren't alive for. But explain a little bit about what, the Rowdies players themselves. They're obviously juiced up getting ready for their games and the successful season you guys are still having in tonight's matchup, a July 4th game. But is it weird, though, that they're also seeing America getting swept up in all this World Cup stuff? And how is it making them interested in it even more?
Man, one of the cool things about this game and really the sport in general is that there's so many people from so many different backgrounds, right? So we have a couple German guys that were very, very bummed when they lost.
Yeah.
They were, they weren't buzzing as much as the American guys were. And, we have a couple of Brazilians as well that, last weekend they had an off weekend for a little bit of a mental health break. And we had a couple of Brazilian players, Mateus and Pedro, they were able to go down and check out the Brazilian game down in Miami. So I think that everybody, every time I pop my head into the locker room, everybody's locked in on the big screen, watching what's going on. And, anytime that there's a World Cup, I've been a player during World Cups on professional teams, and it's just something that helps bring the team a little bit more closer together because you're experiencing it, you're sharing it together. And, I speak for everybody that represents soccer in this entire country that the hope is that it rubs off on other people that aren't soccer people. And, there's more people that are coming out to support the local soccer club because that's the way that the game continues to grow. But, for the Rowdies, I think that it's something that's helping the team gel even more than they already have. And with 21 new players, 21 plus new players, and one loss on the season, the team has to keep gelling. And I think that it's been something that's been really, there's a lot of banter, of course, that goes on. Like, I heard that Max got up and walked out of the watch party and didn't even say bye to anybody when he was upset over the Germany game. So, there's a lot of that going on. But I think there's a lot of banter and a lot of, just a lot of excitement around the game. And it's great for everybody that's involved with it.
We like the emotion, and I'm just so happy that, again, you and I have talked, and I was talking with Ryan again, and I'm so glad that there are a lot of people who always just, offhandedly, not for any lack of understanding, offhandedly would dismiss soccer, and all of a sudden they're like, and especially with the way the U.S. men's national team is playing, I think you'd agree, but they're realizing that there's so much more in the game, and to play the gamesmanship of it, it's going to carry forward, and it's going to keep going, because like I told Ryan, 1975, I'm at the Big Sombrero, it's the Cosmos, or July 4th game, and then whether we have today for today's
Damn, you're old.
I am old, but the weather, I'm throwing it all around, but I mean, I think it's going to rub off, and I think it's so exciting because I even think people are going to come out of this that never would have, but they'll be getting up in a couple of years watching the BBC overnight because maybe they were having trouble sleeping to turn on the Japan-Senegal match because they realize, hey, I understand enough about soccer now to really enjoy it. All right.
Well, I would think, Jeff, you're seeing a lot of energy. Look at the watch parties you guys are having. Look at the watch parties we're having here at Ferg's, Janus Live. There's about 5 or 6 venues in the Tampa that are garnering. We had 5,000 people here for Columbia last night. 5,000 at Ferg's, unheard of. Quickly becoming the #1 venue in entertainment venue in all of St. Pete. But who would have ever thought that we're known for baseball across the street from the Rays, and now. You got Colombia coming here. You got Mexico. I was sitting with a family from Egypt yesterday, 50 people strong. I mean, it's infectious, isn't it?
It is. You guys are a sports show. I'm a sports guy, right? I love soccer, but I'm a sports guy. And the best thing I could equate it to is it's like college football. You get people that love their sport, that love their university, and now you're just getting it on a scale of they love their nation. They're learning the chants. They're learning the cheers. They're learning the game as it goes, right? Like last night I was at a restaurant trying to explain offsides to someone with a napkin and a knife, trying to just dissect, why the player was offsides on a goal that was called back. So I think it's something that, as somebody that has played the game, it's a lot of fun trying to spread that knowledge. But it's been a lot of fun, I think, as well, just having those different nationalities come in. I got a lot of American friends that are going to these Colombian watch parties and saying it's the most fun that they've ever had. So
it's a party. It's a party.
Listen.
It's off the change.
I have fallen in love with the Colombian team because I've been to some of these parties too. So it's a good time, and I think that everybody's seeing in this country just how impactful this game is, and everybody really getting their firsthand experience with it and seeing these other nations coming in here and doing what they're doing in bars and doing what they're doing with watch parties. It is infectious, and we have a fun environment at Al Lang Stadium. That's the environment that we're trying to grow, and the best way to do that is support your team, and that's what we're trying to do with the Rowdies as well. So we're hopeful that there's carryover with it, and I think that there's going to be because this one just feels a little bit different than the others.
And real quick, the best venue to watch soccer by far in America, in my opinion, with the bay right there.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, I've played all the stadiums you're watching on TV. I've played in them, and for me, Al Lang Stadium is up there with them. It's so gorgeous, it's so intimate, and when the fans get into it and it's rowdy, it's one of the best atmospheres to be in as a player and as a fan. So we're very fortunate to call that home for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and I think that all these people that are starting to fall in love with soccer are going to realize that we're really fortunate to have that here in the Tampa Bay area.
So, Jeff, this is Nick.
He's a baseball guy.
Yeah, I worked for the Rays for 12 years, which obviously the Rays and the Rowdies have their connection. One thing I wanted to get your opinion on is how good the food is, whether it's in the locker room or in the concession stand, because Levy does a great job. Asia Tanner is the top of the top, in my opinion. But do you enjoy the meals that you have every day?
Yeah, listen, I'm petitioning myself. We have dollar hot dogs tonight, and I do the broadcast. So I'm the color analyst for the home games, and when I get in there today, I'm gonna petition that they start sending some hot dogs my way during the broadcast so that I can enjoy it as much as everybody else. But I'm like you, man. I grew up in Tropicana Field. Inaugural game. I have a Rays tattoo on me because they made the World Series, and I made a bet with my brother that if they ever did that, we would do that.
Go, Ben.
So, you know,
like
I'm with you, man. I'm a diehard Rays fan as well. I'm a Rays guy, and what they do, the concessions and things like that. I've been bringing my kids, and luckily I get that 50% off discount that we get for employees because I would be broke. I would be broke. I'd be
Can't beat
broke
that.
with the food. I would be broke with the amount of food my kids.
50-cent dogs for Jeff tonight. 50-cent
Yeah,
dogs.
listen. I'll pay full price tonight. No worries.
I'll come and pay full price myself.
Yeah, no, I mean, so they do a great job, and I mean, especially with the Rowdies, you know, we try to make everything as user friendly as possible, and you know, it's a tough time for everybody in terms of finances and stuff. And I think that the Rays and the Rowdies do a great job of making it accessible and providing good food and also good entertainment, which is what it's all about.
You know, even before, and I think Ray will agree, and he's been to several games. We're going to send a couple guys down there tonight. Before this energy that came out of the World Cup, I love going down to a Rowdies game, and it's you talked about college football. They set up in the parking lot. They've got their tailgate going on. I mean, that's your group of diehards. And then when they do their pub crawl through St. Pete, those are the diehard people that have believed in the Rowdies for, you know, decades.
Forever. I mean, I had Perry Vanderbeck on our podcast, Tampa Bay Rowdies podcast. I had him on this week just to talk about that. And there's people that have loved this team for a long time because, you know, you talk about the teams that were in 75 and it's just really ingrained in the culture. And you talk about the party atmosphere, man. So there was a game that was on national TV that I wasn't broadcasting. So I said, you know, I like to have a good time. So I said, listen, I'm going to join the fans and we're going to go at it. And it was one of the most fun nights I had, you know, singing, cheering, $2 McUltras, which was great. And then just having a good time with the fans and tailgating and everything. So they do a good job, and you know, we're hoping to grow it, and we hope that it's something that's infectious that comes out of this World Cup.
And Jeff, I got a chance to watch the Perry Vanderbeck with the podcast this weekend. Of course, that's available on iHeart and wherever else you get your podcast. That's also been a great source of news for the World Cup and everything going on, and also the season. That was a fantastic episode this week. But I had to ask you, were you guys watching because I was up here at Fergs, I wasn't down at the stadium for the last watch party, when they threw the red card on Balogun? What was the reaction among you people you were watching with and the people there watching it at Al Lang Stadium for that game?
I've never been more popular in my life than when that red card got shown, because the amount of people that are trying to learn soccer that texted me about, you know, is this nonsense? Is this just like what's going on here? And I mean, I think the reaction has been the same across the entire country. You know, you saw that foul happen throughout the entirety of the World Cup, and for it to get called against the U.S., you know, it was something that I have not been a fan of the replay. I will say that. But I think that if there's been one thing that's kind of been a stain on this World Cup, it's just been how much they're dissecting every single play and slowing it down to that degree, because that's a play that happens in soccer all the time. So it is unfortunate. Obviously, he's been our best player, and he's been kind of the missing piece to this U.S. men's national team for a long time. So it's unfortunate the timing of it. But for me, I mean, when they slowed it down, I knew it was going to be a red. Like when they slowed it down and you're watching on the screen, I'm looking around and everyone's
terrible,
like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, like when they're slowing it down, I'm looking around at everybody. They're like, "There's no way that's a red, right?" I'm like, this is going to be a red. So when they slowed it down, it was tough, and I think that we got the short end of the stick of that one. But at the same time, man, what's more American than losing your best player and figuring out a way to get it done right after 4th of July weekend and keeping it moving?
Yes.
You know, that's the American way. So it wasn't ever going to be easy. It just got a little bit tougher, but I think we got the right group to kind of fill in and fill in those pieces, at least for the next one.
100% next minute. And I also agree with the VAR and the replay, not only because it's you know, they do it pretty fast, but the fact that you also pointed out, I've also had to explain to people why offsides is offsides. I have to explain to them, you know, the depth of the defensive player and the offensive player in conjunction where the ball is. So the VAR, they've been looking at it, especially when it's in the box and they're showing a toe or a towel or a finger, and it's been a little bit over the top. But so I agree with you on that. But I do have to ask you, I know that we're not going on the pitch tonight. Tonight is the July 4th game. And go ahead and tell us who we're playing tonight. I know we're not going on the field tonight, but let us know again about that August game that Mr. Helfrich was talking about, that we will be going out on the pitch for fireworks.
Don't call him Mr. He won't want to hear that.
I'm sorry, but go ahead, Jeff.
I was going to say, do I start calling him Mr. Helfrich as well? Because I haven't been doing that around the office.
Nah.
But no, I mean, so yeah, so tonight the city's handling the fireworks. St. Pete always does a great job. I'm sure anybody that's familiar with the area, you know, knows what a fantastic job they do for the 4th. So tonight we'll be in the stands because that'll be the best view for it. But, you know, when we do our own fireworks, the game in August, I believe it's August 1st, we do our own fireworks, you know, you're able to get yourself down onto the field. It's an incredible scene. You get to be on one of the best pitches in the country. All the fans come down on the field. You watch the fireworks shooting up from right outside the stadium, and And I took my kids to the first one. Like, my whole thing about working back in soccer is that I want to get my kids as involved as possible. And I brought them down to the field after the game to enjoy it with me. And it was just an unforgettable night. And I think that, you know, I love sports, and sports create great memories. And part of that is create an environment that is good for everybody and good for the families. And that's something that the Rowdies really pride themselves on. So for that August 1st game, come down, check out. You get to be on the field after the game. It'll be a good game. I think they're playing against Louisville, I believe, which will be a great one. And then at the same time, you know, you get to enjoy fireworks afterwards. And I mean, what's better than that?
Well, and tonight's game starts at 6, a little earlier, because we're allowing the game to be played in full, and then we'll have time to get to the fireworks. But talk about these kits. You got the red, white, and blue kits for tonight. Is there anything special about those, or why we're going to be looking at that? Because there's going to be a lot of red, white, and blue, and some green, I'm sure, at Al Lang.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was our third kit, and I think they did a fantastic job. I mean, I've been wearing it everywhere. I don't even think we printed enough for how many people have been asking me if they can get it. You know, people are asking to buy the shirt off my back, so, which I haven't done yet. You know, I've held on to it pretty tightly.
Damn, you're popular.
Yeah, I mean, people want the shirt off my back, so that's how good the jersey's been. But, you know, I think it was just our homage to the 4th of July game, but also, you know, representing the United States in the World Cup. And you know, Charlie did a great job. Whoever designed it internally, I'm not sure, but they deserve a lot of credit as well, because it's something that really checks all the boxes in terms of supporting the Rowdies, but also making sure that you're supporting the United States and you know, celebrating what this weekend's really all about.
Well, Jeff, I've got a quick question for you. So the Rowdies, like Al Lang Stadium, such an iconic venue here in St. Pete, Florida. Can you talk about like what you know, like just being associated with it, like when we have the St. Pete Grand Prix, because you have international fans, you have NASCAR fans now coming, and the general St. Pete fans, like how big of a deal is that when that venue gets to be used and we get to expose St. Pete in the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, it just showcases it, right? Like even though there's tons of people coming down here all the time, it seems like, and there's so many people moving in the area, I think that it's still a really well-kept secret of just how beautiful, especially Al Lang Stadium is. So whenever you have a chance to showcase the stadium in that fashion, and you know, they drive right by the stadium, they're right around it all the time. So all the beautiful views that you're seeing, you know, you can see from the stands at Al Lang Stadium when you're watching a soccer game. So I mean, for us, it's like any opportunity. We always say that if we can get you into Al Lang Stadium once, you're going to come back, because it's such a beautiful backdrop. It's such a beautiful setting. And like I said, man, if I didn't love the stadium and if I didn't believe in it as much as I did, I wouldn't have taken the job. Because for me, trying to get the word for this stadium and really what we have going on down there, and just how beautiful it is for, you know, people to have a good time with, if you're into more of like, you know, drinking and having a good time, but also bringing your families down and just enjoying a beautiful backdrop that really, I mean, only the St. Pete, Tampa Bay area has to provide for people. It's a great way to showcase it, and you know, anytime that people see it, it's always one of those things that people can't believe just how beautiful it is.
You're watching the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection, brought to you by Shipyard Sports Connection on our 4th of July, 250th anniversary. Nice conversation with Jeff Antonella. We've been bird dogging you for about a month. We finally got you to take a little time, and we certainly appreciate it. And the work Jake did getting us hooked up. With the talent you have, we might have to get you down here at Ferg's, buy you some coldies, and throw you on the set with us.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, boys, anytime you guys want, all right, man. I love talking ball. I love talking soccer. I love talking sports. So I'm happy to jump on, and I'll never turn down a cold one. So that's all good.
You'll fit right in.
Hey, $3 Michelob Ultras and $1 hot dogs tonight for that July 4th game. I'm going to get some of that.
He gets whatever he wants when he comes down here.
Jeff does,
Shipyard Export. Hey,
Definitely.
where'd you go to high school at?
Countryside. Yeah, I grew up in the area, man. Yeah, so I went to
I knew you
Countryside.
grew up
Yeah.
there. I didn't know where you went to Countryside. We cover a lot of high school. And, you know, I'm actually the poster child for an old man that knew nothing about soccer. And we have Eckerd College interns, and for years they've been making fun of me. And they got me a book, Soccer for Dummies. And but now I'm one of those guys at 69 years of age. I'm paying attention. I'm learning the game, talking to you guys like you, getting the Rowdies on, getting the high school kids on. It's a great sport, man. We just didn't have it in the Midwest where I grew up. And I had my boys playing it, like you said, getting your kids involved. But I didn't realize I thought, man, that sport sucks. You run around for frickin' 2 hours. Don't be nodding your head.
Well, it's like saying,
Hey, listen, man.
I'm off camera.
You're not the first person. You're not the first person to say this to me, so it's all good.
that's like saying chess sucks. It's like saying, oh, you know, chess is the most boring. Why would you? And no, there's a strategy, and it's happening on multiple. Am I wrong,
chess.
Jeff? Would you consider soccer to chess?
It's close to chess. I won't lie. It's pretty
Okay.
close to chess. I won't
I
lie.
thought you said checkers.
A lot of calculated movements going on during this game. But I will say for whoever your interns are. So my whole thing, and I really pride myself on this, is when I do broadcasts, whenever I'm talking about the game to anybody, I try to speak it in a way that if you've never liked soccer, if you've never dove into soccer, that I could try to educate you while not dumbing it down enough for the people that really know the game. So one of my big things about soccer people is that when somebody doesn't like the game, they hand people Soccer for Dummies books and make them feel like, they don't really understand the game, and here's this thing, you should learn more about it. So if you ever want to know from the game from someone that's going to be a little bit nicer and explain it in a way that might flow a little bit better, just let me know, because I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
Well, the biggest mistake you made is you gave me your phone number, and Jeff, I'll be ringing it off the wall. Hey, my man, we look forward to getting you down here. Thanks for all you do, and you're bringing energy and local energy to the Rowdies, and I think that's a very positive thing. And Ryan Helfrich, same thing. He grew up in the area well.
Yeah, no, he loves it, man, and we're really passionate about it. And I'll say this: your biggest mistake was inviting me down to Fergs and saying that I have a free pass to come hang out with you guys, because
Here we go.
Let's go. There at random times and talk.
Hey, bring anybody from the staff. I always tell that to Ryan, but I don't think he wants them. He doesn't want them until after the season. But you're welcome anytime, my man.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Listen, you guys have a free pass to ask me any questions that you need via text. No worries. My phone's always ringing off the hook as it is.
All right. Happy 4th of July. Have a great time, and we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys.
Tampa Bay Rowdies, Jeff Antonella, and right now we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk to the man behind the plan, and of course that is Fred Forsley, the founder of Shipyard Beer in 1993. Man, you're old. You're old, Fred.
Oh man. Well, I'm feeling younger on where America's 250 years old. I'm only, a small fraction of that, and which is like the heartbeat of America up here. Still produced beer. So it's right near the Sebago Lake area, and it's a big parade downtown and a lot of fun.
When you look at what the 250th anniversary means to America and all the accomplishments, as a successful entrepreneur who's gotten his ass kicked, got off the mat more than one time, what's America mean to you as far as opportunity? Because sometimes you only get one opportunity, but in America, if you keep working and trying hard.
I've been so fortunate. Look at some of the people that have come here recently. There's one gentleman, Fotag Kala, that started working for us 30 years ago, and he came from Albania, and he literally was being shot at as he got out of his village and got to the airport and came to America. And I was with him last week at a Greek festival because he came to the Orthodox Church and got a job, and we were fortunate to have him come work at Shipyard. And he today is an American citizen, owns 3 properties, has put his kids through college, and they've got children and he's got grandchildren. And the American dream is still alive and well. I'm sitting here at a friend's house who worked for me and basically 20 years ago started a pizza business, and he's living the American dream. We're here, we've got a holiday party started, and he started with nothing. So anybody in America, if they want to apply themselves, they can own and create value. I don't think people think we're at a tough time and the world's terrible, but the reality is America's been through a lot tougher times, whether you look at the Civil War, whether you look at times during Vietnam and other things. And right now,
World War I and II.
Oh, definitely. So, it's I just look at it. It's a function of what people want out of life, and if they focus on what they want, they can have it in America. There are very few countries that give you the freedom that America does, and young people need to be educated that this is as free a country as you'll ever find. And if you think that America's not where you want to be, go spend a little time in some other countries and you'll see that you're censored. You don't get to necessarily immigrate there easily. And, if you want to start your own business and do what you want, or you want to work in corporate America, you want to go get educated, today there's never been a better time,
You know,
in my opinion.
well, in your opinion, means a lot to me because
Mm.
I'm a prime example. Not to throw that out during this conversation, but I was down and out.
You are.
I
You
was
are.
down and out in 2018, and I turned 60 years old. Not that I've been building an empire, but I've certainly
Ah.
through partners like you and Ferg and all these great youngsters that work with me. I'm blessed, and I don't see myself shutting it down anytime soon.
Yes.
And
No.
that doesn't
No, and
happen.
well,
That doesn't
and
happen.
no, and you, I'll just say you have persevered through health issues, through financial issues, through a variety of other issues. I won't say on the air some other stories I know about you, but
Yeah.
Oh,
And guys,
But-
listen to this.
but-
My son is the one that gave him the stories.
Oh.
That's family loyalty.
right. You could have been what you could have been. You could have been, but the reality is, you are a great American, and you support people that support you, and you also build a community of people that around you. Both young, you're trying to educate guys at Eckerd College. You're interfacing with our team on, basically. What's about Shipyard Sports Minute, and you talk about something with a lot of people and nothing happens. I talk about stuff with you, and it happens. And at the end of the day, you got a great team. And that you built it. Nobody gave you anything. At the end of the day, that's what America is. They've given us an opportunity, and you can own property. My parents came from Lebanon. And basically, my grandfather, and on both sides, one went in the Navy, was in World War I. The other one came to the mills of New England and brought people over and back. And then next generation, we had 4 doctors, and then I basically was the next generation and had the fruits of their labor. So, we all had to work, but they had set the groundwork coming here with nothing, So I got and I believe today that same opportunity is there. We have another people from Jamaica that want to be Americans that come here and work through visas, and they're great, great people. And my hope is we make becoming America a little easier for people that aren't criminals, and do it the honest way. And this country, one thing we need is people. We need people to work and grow the economy, because that's the toughest thing, is getting enough people to work. So it's all good.
Raymond?
People like Badlands Chugs, who just set the world record, 21-second lemonade chug, drank a gallon of
I can't hear
lemonade
him.
at the Nathan's hot dog contest.
Oh yeah. My buddy just did a lobster eating contest
No.
at this place.
Where do I
Ted's
sign
fried Ted's fried clams in Shapley, Maine, and he said he had 12 contestants. He had 300 people watching. It was the first annual. He did an amazing job. So and we're gonna do lobster eating. Yeah. So it's kind of
We do a
fun.
crab leg one here.
Yeah.
Some
we could do
snow
that.
crab or something, or maybe
We
even
could do-
stone crab.
We'll do that down
Yeah.
at Sea Dogs.
Sign me up.
Stone crab might be a little tough to break, and always hard. It was always a little hard.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
like a
maybe
fitness thing.
maybe the shrimp or something, but yeah, we gotta, maybe a gator eating. You gotta kill it, fry
You
it.
gotta wrestle it, kill it, and it's like
Wrestle it.
it's like an Ironman food eating contest, and I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, it's
Yeah.
Ray. Happy 4th of July to you, my friend.
Here's Ray. How you
I gotta-
doing?
I'm good. I got to talk to you about getting a larger stipend, because Adam and I are doing our best to make sure everybody knows to order Shipyard Export by name, because it's the best thing on tap down here at Ferg's, and I'm double
Yeah.
fisting it. I'm
We're drinking them
double
all
handing
up.
them now. Yeah, well,
Oh, that's
little bit more
We'll
stipend,
get
but
you.
we
We'll
talk.
get you some. Yeah, have Adam help with us a little promo dollars.
There you go. And let me ask you though, because we're here in Florida, and our July 4th has always been. And I remember 1976. I remember the
Yeah.
bicentennial. But you're up there in Maine.
I
You know,
remember.
they had the big boat parade there under the
Yeah.
Verrazano, but they had the Blue Angels flying around. What else is
Yeah.
happening up there in Maine as far as celebrating this
In 2
250?
weeks, all the tall ships to come in, but there's a lot of celebrations tonight in Portland Harbor. So will be fireworks. It'll be a lot of fun on the harbor, and excited about that. Yeah, no, this state knows how to celebrate the 4th of July. You know, very close to Boston. My kids live in Concord, Mass. So they all, Boston's been having an amazing month with with the soccer, and the Scots came there,
Yes.
and I was actually happy the English won recently, but it's exciting. Yeah, so people are very patriotic. I mean, Maine sends more people to support our military per capita than most states in the country. Basically, we're pretty fortunate. Pretty
Hey,
fortunate here in Maine. Maine.
Let me ask.
My adopted city of St. Pete. I, even today I was talking to some young people about moving there, because it's, in my opinion, one of the best cities in America, probably in the world. How about that?
Well,
There you go.
I always thought Boston shut down when football season ended and Tom Brady was
No,
home for 20
no,
years.
no, no.
But I wanted to tell you, you've been posting some videos of some of the events you've been attending up there, and
Yeah.
especially some of the shipyard events. You're
He's
going
a
back.
content king now.
But I'm telling
Yeah.
you what, I love it because it's like it gets me out of Florida for a minute, and it also shows
Yeah.
some great people that you're affiliated and continue to be
Oh,
affiliated
yeah,
and working
yeah.
with.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very fortunate. I've got some great business partners up here, great partners and friends, and Maine is, it's a 4-season area. It's even fun to come up in the winter and go skiing and stuff like that. But in reality, right now, you couldn't ask for a better time than being here in Maine and enjoying the weather and all that. Actually, there's 3 girls that go to school in Florida. They're up here. They're headed back. To Florida. Where do you guys go to school?
Florida Gulf Coast University.
They're headed back
Oh,
to.
great
That's a
college.
great school.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Chris Hill?
Say hi. So they're up here. They're up here for the early part of the summer to work at a new restaurant we have. My kids have actually Smith Farm, and but they're going back early to get jobs down back at school. So, but yeah, they got a taste of Maine, which is nice.
Hey,
Fantastic.
we had a conversation earlier, and you just brought it up, and I want to read it. You sent this out to all your friends, and it's a statement from Abraham Lincoln
Yes.
regarding the opportunity. I am a
Yes.
firm believer in the people. If given
Yes.
the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them to the real facts. And does that say and beer?
Yes, and beer, of course.
Of course.
Did you
Abe was a wise man.
Very wise.
Did you insert that?
Yeah, of course. Well, Ken Hendrickson, my good friend and artist buddy he's got lobsters doing so many different things. He added it because he's a historian as well. And he's been with me for over 33 years. And he sent me that this morning, so I had to circulate it,
Hey, I hadn't read it. I was gonna wait to you, and I thought,
Yeah.
damn, I can't read that. I think it says beer.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what-
beer, of course.
What's funny
Beer
is
got
that
beer got us through most wars.
Yes. Well, and Fred, beer's what got those founding fathers to sign that Declaration of Independence and go up against England. They
Gave
didn't
him the
people before they
courage.
went
Gave
in.
him the
It just
courage.
sounded like a good
Yeah.
idea.
He didn't
Yeah.
go in cold.
Hell yeah, we can kick their ass, boys.
Give me another
Yeah,
export. Let's go sign this thing.
Exactly. There's no question.
Hey, Fred, this is Nick. Happy 4th of July, man.
Hey, Nick. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother. So I just wanted to say, like, your story, but just the connections that America does actually create. I walked into Ferg Sports Bar last December. Talked to Mark Ferguson for the first time. He connected me with Mike Rickard, who connected me
That
with
was your
you.
mistake.
Yeah. But like that's so cool. Like, you know, that
Yeah.
now we get to be
Yeah.
able to do these type of things. But like if you
And now
think
you're
about
doing
it, like there's not a lot of places that like you would be like, yeah, let's do a comedy show on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
like
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
we have the
Yeah. Nope.
ability to do that in the USA.
We don't have to ask a council or a committee or the local government, whatever's ruling things. That's the entrepreneurial spirit of America.
Mhm.
And
All right.
yeah,
Let's talk a little sports.
yeah. The soccer's been crazy for us,
Well, we're not talking.
and our Red
soccer.
Sox even beat their Yankees 4 games. How's
Hey, nice.
That's
Thank you for that.
that's where I'd want to go.
Oh,
I
Lexi.
want
That
to
makes
go.
the whole that makes the whole season.
How,
That makes
how
the whole
down in
season.
how down in the dumps are the Boston Red Sox fans?
Well, that actually perked us up a little bit, getting four on the Yankees. But you know what? We're in a crisis in Boston right now with the Celtics. I think this trade is pretty scary.
That was not a good trade.
Well, I mean, somebody, normally you feel like, okay, there's some rationale, there's a reason, but the only one you can hear is money, and in reality, when you pay $6 billion for a team, that shouldn't be the reason, right? I mean,
You don't trade him to somebody in your conference who's been a divisional pain in your ass for decades.
well, plus he's a class act, right? He's I mean, what has he done? I mean, he's a bright, smart, and at the end of the day, he didn't have enough. Tatum got hurt, and at the end of the, if they're all on all cylinders, we're a contender, So why take a
Always.
risk on? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody smarter than we are, but you look at what happened at the Red Sox, and you look at what's going on with the Celtics, and you pray that the Patriots. It seems like there's a lot of good moves at the Patriots still. Obviously, a little bump in the road, some social lives, but seems like that's always the case.
Hey, we're
Yeah,
all human.
yeah.
We're all human.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Is Diana
yeah.
Rossini up there right now in New England?
Yeah, right.
No, let me
Well-
asking about going back to the basketball. Did Tatum and Brown, could they have gotten along? Because I didn't realize it was.
They
all
got
money.
along fine.
I mean, they got along.
I didn't
but
think they were.
thought-
I didn't think they're. I mean, there was never any talk before about it, and
No.
I think Tatum had a lot of struggles, but what a class act as well, trying to get healed, and Brown is a smart guy. These guys are not. They don't embarrass you. If they let somebody else, like before that, we had a lot of embarrassment. In between. You look at, there were a few years there, we had guys that just didn't have the character that
Yeah,
these guys have.
But you point out
Clowns.
that's the reason why we love that Celtics team, because they are a class act. I mean, and so
Mm.
I mean, we wish them both the best. But boy, I hope that LeBron's not picking up the phone if Philadelphia is calling, because that could make a lot of trouble for the Celtics there.
Hey,
You got to
there-
believe that. You got to believe that LeBron's going back to Cleveland, right?
Right.
I mean, why? If he doesn't, then that's a shame, right? Because that's the
Yeah.
only one that. I mean,
Not
at the end of the
Miami.
day,
Okay,
I
so
mean, he had a
let's
lot
talk-
of luck in Miami, right? Or he had a lot of
Yeah.
fortune in Miami, but
We're talking to Fred Forsley on our YouTube channel, of course, and this is the it's Shipyard Sports Connection. We got a lot of exciting things taking place with the production. Adam Fernandez has done an incredible job.
Cheers,
we thank
Adam.
you- We thank you for that, and unfortunately, or fortunately for him, he's coming up to see you in August. But I'm looking forward to him returning in the fall. But
yeah, man.
when you take a look at golf, I want to talk golf. I'm gonna get him on next week. But that's an ideal state to golf in, because it never gets too hot.
Yeah.
It's luscious and green. We talked about this on the Tee Florida. You've been sponsoring for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Of getting a junket to go up and play main golf courses. I think that would.
You
be,
should go to Sugarloaf, which is a ski resort. You got
Yep.
a par 3 that is 130 yards, but it's 400 yards down over a river, and a spectacular. You won't find a more unique hole, I guess, is the thing. Sunday River is a good one as well. But my buddy UMAT Spring Meadows Golf Course in Gray, Maine, he's got a beautiful public-private course. and there's a number of open courses. Belgrade Lake has, we've got some beautiful golf courses throughout the whole state, really all the way from the bottom of the state to the top of the state. And Brian Bickford, you're going to have on your show, is a great advocate for Maine golf, and he's the U.S. University of Southern Maine golf coach, and real class act. And Maine is, the nice thing, you got a condensed period of time. A lot of them go to Florida in the wintertime, golfers, and I think on the tee, Florida, and connecting everybody will be a great thing.
Hey, is your lovely bride there?
Yeah, she's there. She hates it when I do this, but
Well, tell
hey,
tell
yeah,
Judy we said happy 4th of July and
yeah.
and
So
you oughta-
Mike Rickford says happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Hey Judy,
Yeah,
we
and
love ya.
yeah,
Somebody has to keep Fred in line.
yeah. Somebody has to keep. She does for sure. She's been doing a good job of that lately.
All right.
I'm all right, buddy. You guys have a great time, and we will keep it all moving. That's what we do, right?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I want a lobster eating contest. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's Fred Florsley. Thanks, Fred.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you.
I can't believe he set me up with that Abraham Lincoln deal. I thought it was some motivational thing, and all of a sudden I look the real facts and beer.
And beer.
That's fantastic.
Just out of nowhere.
Priorities.
Yep. What'd you think of that quote?
Hey, that's great. I know our founding fathers used to love to drink. I know on Sherman's march,
Hammered drunk.
on his march to the sea when he
was
landed
hammered.
in Savannah, they had this thing called Chatham Artillery Punch, Mike, and even George Washington dabbled in it, and they said it knocked out the Continental Army for about a week, where they were all just strung out on the town.
It had to, because they were trying to go AWOL, and George Washington couldn't let them get anywhere. So he's like, "Hey, more export for the gang. Let's go."
Yeah, it's a good drink. They still serve it down there. If you go to the bar 1790, it's a haunted bar. It's also where they filmed. It's where they filmed the movie
Glory?
Gator. You know the Burt Reynolds movie.
Yeah.
Gator.
I was
Gator.
thinking,
Yeah.
I was thinking something. I was thinking
Not
about-
that one, but yeah, he's
Wait, wasn't that Gator?
no, that's Deliverance.
Oh my God, it's
Yeah, no,
That's right.
Gator's where
Don't be
he
going there.
he's
I'm not.
a moonshiner and he's running around
I
town.
thought maybe
and-
you're gonna go with like Glory, something with some history.
No, that is history. Are you kidding me? That's history right there. Burt Reynolds and Savannah having a drink.
Gator.
But yeah, it's a great drink. They still serve it at 1790, and it'll get you right, Mike.
I think old Ulysses S. Grant was a borderline alcoholic too.
Well, they all were.
I think everyone
if you
was.
look at like even Winston Churchill, when you look
well,
at
we knew
what
he was a drunk.
drinking,
He
but
sounded like it, but God bless him. He got,
Well,
he
you
got him
know,
through World War II, didn't he?
Obviously,
Yeah.
we all here know the history, though, behind Grant and drinking and why it was a problem for him. But, I mean, it's ironic that they actually have a drink still famous for Grant having been drinking, and it's there in Savannah.
it's
Yeah.
more of a hobby. I wouldn't
Yeah,
call
not
it a
for Grant.
problem.
For Grant, it was more of an escape because he was going through some bad times.
Well,
but
yeah, you see that many people go on the battlefield, the deadliest war,
That's enough said,
over
yeah.
over 600,000 American lives perished.
if they'd have signed a declaration back in July instead of August, we wouldn't have any of that problem.
you're
Yeah,
darn right.
Yeah.
What the heck?
They waited too long. What's the deal?
You missed the window.
It's almost like they're on horses.
You are watching Shipyard Sports Connections, 4th of July, 250th anniversary, live from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill, America's #1 sports show. I got Aiden in the house, and I don't have Aiden in the house. I got Jake in the house, and Tristan in the house on the production side, as well as Adam Fernandez doing a great job. Nick Cowan, of course, Ray Kennedy, and baseball, Ben Botham. So let's talk a little baseball. Let's talk a little history, Ben Botham. What year was baseball initially played in America?
I know the earliest photograph was taken at Fort Pulaski in Savannah, Georgia, heading out towards Tybee Island, and that was back in the we just got. Oh, there we go.
18
Ba-
like
back in the
1839.
1860s was
60s,
the
yeah.
first photograph of baseball being played. But you have some iteration of baseball dating back to the early 1800s, and you see the first cards of baseball being played. Baseball trading cards coming about in the late 1800s, 1870s, 1860s. So, I mean, that's the first time you really see baseball being played, but the modern game that we see doesn't start until the early 1900s. I believe it was 1904 or 1903, where you have the first World Series, and that's like the first time baseball is really...
So it's
The
safe
dead
to,
ball era.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that baseball was the leader. It was launched before, of course, basketball or
Yeah.
football, and they were playing baseball in some capacity.
It's the first true American game. Of course, they're going to say that it has its roots in cricket and other,
well, they all
British
had their roots
sports.
in something.
Yeah, but
rugby and football for football.
It's the first real American game, and now the game's changed over the decades and over the hundreds of years it's been played. But it's cool to see how it's changed. When you look at the early rules of baseball,
You've been bitching about the new rules. What do you mean, cool?
Well, it's interesting. Like, you used to be able to get a guy out if you caught it on a hop. So if they hit a pop
Oh,
fly
really?
and it bounced and you caught it,
Yeah, well,
he was
let
out.
me ask you, because cricket and baseball, similar. Am I going to – I've never watched a full cricket match, and I understand they could be
Never
epic.
will.
But and you won't watch a full soccer match.
You're
but
damn right.
I'm asking you, do you think for the I'm a layman that can pick up on soccer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're inefficient.
No,
You're
I'm just a
not as
red-blooded
efficient.
American. I'm just locked
He's
in.
a hard head.
If I watch cricket rules, if I start learning the cricket rules, because you catch it on the bounce, in cricket, you're out.
Yeah.
You catch the ball at all. But I mean, is there other similarities, or you're just not a cricket guy? You've never watched it at all?
Never really watched a lot of cricket. I know it's big in India. I know they
Who the
love it
hell's
over
watched
there.
a lot of cricket here?
About 1.2 billion people over in India are watching it.
I said here.
Oh,
Well,
here,
here,
you
yeah,
got about
here, no.
50,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
if you figure out a way to legally gambleize it, put it on that
Oh,
hard, that
Well,
hard
yeah,
rock
you can
bet.
gamble on it.
Yeah.
But you figure out how to make Americans understand how to gamble on it.
That's
They'll
fair.
gamble on two cockroaches fighting to get out of a box. They don't care what kind of
You're
sport
damn
you're
right.
playing.
But yeah, there's similarities. I mean, cricket. I think you can't bend your arm when you throw it, but that's overhand. And of course, the earliest days of baseball, they were throwing it underhand. You also the walk.
Is that where
wasn't-
softball came from then too?
softball came a lot later on. That was after the All-American Girls Baseball League that we see in the movie
League of Their Own.
Yeah, in the movie League of Their Own.
Tom
where-
Hanks movie.
Oh yeah, Tom Hanks. Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
and that they're playing like real baseball. Of course, they're playing in skirts, which makes it a little tough.
They were women.
Yeah, imagine seeing Junior Caminero out there in a little
I don't
They
know.
were they were scorts.
We
They
might.
were scorts.
Hey, they were scorts, but they still gave you a raspberry on your
Yeah.
back of your when you're sliding. Like you get those even with baseball pants.
Well,
on.
Rosie
of course.
O'Donnell, that hog. Who cares?
Wasn't Madonna in that movie too?
Yeah,
Madonna
that
was in that
too.
movie.
Yeah, slut. Anything else we can get on?
And then she
Tom
dated
Hanks
Jose
drunk.
Canseco.
Hey,
years later.
the Bash Brothers.
All right, so we know when baseball started.
But-
Ray had an idea. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, but baseball's had a long history in America, and it shaped it since Abner Doubleday invented baseball, supposedly, up there in Cooperstown, New York. You know, baseball is America, and as America's changed, baseball's
And
changed
apple
with
pie.
it. And I recommend everybody go out and watch Field of Dreams, where you get a
In
wonderful
the great state of Iowa.
in the great state of Iowa, where you get a wonderful speech from God, what's his name?
Kevin Costner.
No.
Oh no!
yeah.
The black dude.
Yeah, his name's leaving.
Yeah, or James Earl Jones.
James
Earl
Earl
Jones.
Jones.
I love that dude.
Yeah.
What a stud.
James Earl Jones does an amazing speech about
Stud.
how baseball's changed and how it will always be with America and America
Exactly.
is baseball. It's great. Also,
that
James
gives you
Earl
goosebumps.
Jones, another great movie. Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars,
yeah.
Motor
Yeah.
Kings.
Good movie.
Filmed
Yes.
partially filmed in Savannah, Georgia at Sportsman's Park.
And Sandlot. He was in Sandlot.
Yes, he
Oh,
was.
hey, and also I want to point out that one of the reasons why baseball, in woven into the fabric of Americana, is in the very nature of baseball. You're only going to get it 1/3 of the time, and that's going to be successful enough. But you're going to get a little harder. You're going to strive. You're going to practice. You're going to push. You're going to get home. I mean, a lot of that goes through our entire society. Football, you got got to win every game to be the Super Bowl. Baseball, you got to win not even most of the time, a third of the time, and you're in the Hall of Fame. And I think that's also a reflection of Americans. Second chances, capitalism, always trying
being
to
able
get better.
fail and come back. And also, I think we should give a shout out to Rick Monday, who in 1976 saved an American flag that a couple hippies were trying to burn on the
I
field in
remember that.
Chicago.
He played. Well, Rick Monday also he played for the Cubs, but he also played for the Oakland A's back in the day.
Yeah, of course that happened on April 25th, but I feel like this is as good as any day to celebrate him saving the
Good
day.
point.
Iconic.
Well, they didn't
All
sign
right.
a declaration till August.
So
when they first started baseball, if you look at some of the old pictures, it's kind of cool. They had like picnics.
yeah,
Families would come and they'd have picnics, and players would go over and grab a leg while they were playing. And
Well, you know what the scary thing is the battle was at Battle Creek. The neighbors, they all came down with their picnic baskets and towels. They were laying them on the fields to watch this little skirmish down below. It got a little too bloody.
We
and out of
just
hand,
lost,
and they
we just
ran
lost
home.
5,000
I mean,
today.
so when you're talking about picnicking, don't make it too romantic. We
Okay,
used to
all right,
picnic for
all
some
right.
seriously
All
bad
right,
things.
So let's try to do this. We got about 7 minutes. Ray proposed, and we'll let him start. The Mount Rushmore of great American athletes. And we're not just talking about baseball, football.
It's transition,
great,
Mike.
Great
It's-
American.
The top 4 athletic moments, and it could be a
Oh, you wanna
person.
go moments?
Moments, and I'll start it. There's 4. Mount Rushmore has 4.
I want to recuse myself. You don't have to add me.
You're gonna get in here, Nick. Don't
Okay.
worry. There'll be something
no,
for you.
No, myself.
He
You don't have to say
recusing
I'm-
himself like Fred did.
as the
Go ahead.
athlete. Yeah.
Maybe I should go last.
No, you go first.
Well, I'm going to start off with a banger, but I'm going to go with Jesse Owens in the 1936 Olympics in Germany.
I agree.
And what he did in front of
The
Adolf Hitler
impact.
and the impact it made on the entire world, but also on America, because it kind of, even though we'd signed a declaration that said everyone's created equal, it took us another 150, 200.
I got
some
to meet
places
Jesse
this
Owens
day.
at the Drake Relays.
You talk about a great person and a great athlete. And so that's mine. That's one of mine up there on Mount Rushmore of sports moments is Jesse Owens, 36 Olympics.
Ben?
I'd probably say the Red Sox breaking the curse of the Bambino and winning the World Series. I know I'm not a big Red Sox
From you,
guy.
I'm surprised.
But
yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty big American sporting moment that will go down in history. That and probably the Cubs breaking the curse as well.
I was going to say.
after
of the goat.
the Billy
Billy
Goat.
Goat.
Yeah.
Do you know about the Billy Goat curse?
I've been to that. I've been to the
course.
Billy Goat Tavern.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I've
thought
been
you were
there
going to
too.
say it's grave or something. You went and like lit a candle.
Billy Goat Tavern. It's underneath the subway system, and it's just
The grave.
it's a little dive.
The tavern.
It's a bar.
tavern, you boob.
You got to go in the subways.
Saturday Night Live.
You light a candle.
Pepsi. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger,
Come on.
cheeseburger. All right, Nick, give us a moment.
I'll say Tom Brady, and this is like a Boston thing too, but like 2001, or 2002, I guess technically, when they won that first Super Bowl, but after 9/11 and everything like that, the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, Tom Brady, I think he is one of the greatest athletes that's ever been in the world.
That's a good point.
But that was also very patriotic at the time.
Can I just point out, though, I'm the one who actually asked Fred for more money for beer, and you two are the ones kissing his ass. Go ahead, Mike. Who's your fourth up there on Rushmore?
Way to interrupt the flow here.
Sorry.
God.
I just said the most patriotic thing.
No beer for you.
No beer for me.
No
I'm
beer for you
done.
now.
Already.
I'm going to go, and again, you got to take a look at the implications and the number of sports that he participated in, and the great Jim Thorpe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Olympian, baseball, football, Native American. When they were slighted across the country, became a leader.
Also an Olympic athlete. Yes.
Olympic athlete,
Gold
but,
medal.
but also very instrumental in the Olympic movement. The great Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. So we did come down to people, you and I. I mean, Jesse Owens, Jim Thorpe. Give you guys a run back. Give me 2 Americans. Let's put persons. You already said Tom Brady.
Tom
but
Brady.
now-
They got to be Americans. It's
Come on,
America's
real quick.
birthday.
Give me something Americana. Just
Michael Phelps.
Gerald Ford when he played at
yeah,
Michigan.
Phelps.
Something.
Yeah.
Michael
Phelps
Phelps,
is
100%. Yeah.
George Bush throwing out the first pitch in 2001 after 9/11.
That was emotional. And,
That was
and
a
our buddy
moment.
Jeff Mangold that comes on quite often, he was right there. He said, I've never seen such emotion.
And he throws it for a strike too.
That was a
Well, he
strong
played
out.
baseball at Yale.
Well, he's also warming up beneath. I love that movie W.
Yeah.
But also George H.W., who played baseball at Yale. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you know,
honestly,
there's moments.
so let's talk
No,
about
Harvard.
this.
Harvard.
Let's talk about this real
Yeah, it
quick.
was Yale.
Was it Yale? Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Derek Jeter,
Yeah.
like he dared George W. Bush, the
Yeah.
president of the United States, during the most chaotic time that we've all experienced. He was like, "You better not bounce it."
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, a cool little thing about Bush Sr. is Topps made a special trading card for him for his days when he actually played baseball
saw a
at
picture.
Yale,
Yeah.
and it's a super pretty limited card where they
That's
only
worth some bank.
yeah they only
Ooh.
gave it to him and his family and stuff. Some got out here and there,
He
but
was tall and skinny and strong.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that card. That was a pretty cool card.
it's pretty neat.
All right, I'm going to throw a curve at you. Your favorite 4th of July memory and your favorite firework.
My favorite July 4th memory was spending it at the beach with Mike Rickard.
And destroying my lamp and my.
I did not break a thing.
How can I broke the lamp?
That's down
I'm never
that
gonna
way.
live down this lamp.
I was a respectable young gentleman.
Yes, you
Your
were.
mother loved me. It was great.
Yes, it was. God bless my mother. She loved this holiday. Always spent it with me, and she had a blast that day. Mac was there,
Yeah.
and the Black Honkies were playing.
Oh, they were great.
on the beach. That was a good
All
time.
their
But
songs
Reg,
sound
you were
great
there,
together.
but I'm going to tell you what happened. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I got to meet Greg Allman. I was partying across the beach with Greg Allman. He was playing a set out on the sand. Am I right? No, it was Greg Billings. I'm sorry, Greg Allman. Greg Billings.
I'm pretty sure the
Something
Allmans
Greg
are-
was
yeah.
there.
That's how much he drank. He was with Greg
You see
Allman.
the
Greg
ghost of the
Allman.
Allman Brothers?
Greg Allman was
Elvis
dead as dirt, dude.
Elvis Presley was there. Sonny Bono was there. No injury. It was great. But my 4th of July moment also includes the beach. But I met this young
Greg
lady.
Billings, who plays down here quite often.
I wasn't even there, and I'm entertained.
Ray's just sitting here talking to himself. Man, I love that album, Greg Allman. You guys,
It was Greg Billings.
oh my God.
But I wonder if Bernie Williams will be over at Katiki tonight, maybe.
I doubt it. On
I
the
got
4th
a
of
feeling
July.
he's going to be
4th of July?
somewhere special.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyway, we're trying to wind this down.
How about your favorite
Some-
4th of July moment?
some-
So I will tell you my fireworks. Oh, sorry. I remember like when I worked for the Rays for a long time, we would have to work obviously going into 4th of July weekend, but I would be coming to do an unpack for whoever was coming in that ball season or whatever, and I'd see the fireworks driving across the Howard Franklin, coming over to St. Pete, going to the Trop. And it was just really special to be able to be a part of Major League Baseball because they always made it such a good thing.
Yeah.
When we had those 4th of July games. So that's my best memory.
I'll finish with a humorous memory that will be in our family forever. We had a place on a lake, and it was it was an annual deal. It's in our family for almost a century. Anyway, I was responsible for getting all the fireworks in South Dakota. They didn't have them in Iowa.
The whole state?
Yeah,
The whole state.
So I'd go over to South Dakota, get them and bring them, and spend a buttload of money. We'd have 150, 200 people on this bank, and then my brother and I would let them off, and we might have an assistant head and stuff. We had some big stuff. Well, that drunken buffoon, I didn't drink in those days.
I like 'em.
And we're setting them off, and everybody's loving them, and everything's going great. You know the one that shoots like 40 and it just keeps coming?
Yeah, it's a big box of them.
Yeah. What do they call that?
I mean, those are just like the
Big Roman
show.
candle. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's got his lighter and he's over there reaching, and
Leaning
he knocks
over
it. He lights it and knocks it over.
Oh, God.
And all these people are on the bank right there. My grandma, little kids, neighbors. And it's like they're in Vietnam War as these things are. People are grabbing their blankets, running. My son gets hit in the back. It's just like, I'm hit, he said. It was absolute chaos. My daughter is bawling her brains out.
It's like born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, people are just bolting like, Jesus. I look at my brother. He goes, "What the hell happened?" I go, you just took out about 5 people there, dude. But that's one of our family.
Well,
memories from
leave
the
it.
past.
Let the drunk guy work the fireworks. That's about, and that's the way it is.
That was
Everybody-
management. That was a poor management decision.
Well, everybody had a family. My family did that once or twice. We had some good times, and we'd go around shooting them at each other. But yeah, it's 250. Let's just hope we're all here to see 300.
Exactly. Well, guys, I appreciate your support. We're going a lot of places now. We got Fergs TV, and of course we've got our Shipyard Sports Connection and the productions. We're going to continue to expand on the T Florida on Thursdays. We're going to do live high school on Friday nights. By the way, I'm going to bring you into that.
Let's do it.
And we're going to have some fun. You'll give us a report from your high school games.
Yeah, the bowling matches coming up once the school year starts.
Brother, hey,
Absolutely.
I'm not above bowling.
We want any content.
I was at Seminole Lane the day before yesterday. If you guys would have been there practicing, I would have been doing interviews.
Heck
But
yeah.
it's all about, it's great time.
I'm a good bowler too. by the
And
way.
Nick's back in the game.
I'm back
All
in
right,
the
I'm
game.
Mike Rickard. For Ben Botham, Kristen Sanchez, we had a great show. Nick Cowan, Ray Kennedy, Joe Geiger, Fred Forsley, and of course, I want to thank Luke Cousireau for some of those pictures from Joey Chestnut's probably already smashed it about
yeah.
Yeah, it was starting. I think
About-
he's already
about
there.
70 down. Joe Bordeaux at RadioSt.Pete.com, Florida Sports Streams. Thank you for listening to the Shipyard Sports Connection 4th of July celebration and 250th anniversary of America. And of course, God bless you. God bless America. And as always, be sure to have a championship week.
Still very wet. Wet? Yeah, from the rain.
Greg Allman.
It's like the Allman Brothers are dead.
That was something-